Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Data Tutorials. So in today's video, we are going to see a brand new interactive dashboard in Power BI software. So in front of your screen, you can see our today's topic is electric vehicle analysis. And in this particular video, we are going to design the complete dashboard, which you can see in front of your screen from start to end. So as it is an electric vehicle dashboard, so you can see we have kept the theme of the dashboard in green color. So it is a green fuel, so we have entirely designed this dashboard with a green theme. So we will see everything, what color combinations and what other backgrounds we are going to use in this particular dashboard. So in front of your screen, you can see there are different elements and different charts, KPIs used in this particular dashboard. So I will explain one by one. I will give you an overview. I will walk you through the dashboard first, and then I will show you how it is dynamically operated by using different slicers, different interactive filters, and then we will start the design of this particular dashboard. So at the top you can see this is the name of the dashboard, and at the left hand side in the vertical manner you can see I have added some KPIs over here. We can see these are the header KPIs, and then you can see these are some few of the secondary KPIs, right? So the first we are showing here is the total vehicles, right? So the total electric vehicles data we have. Then we have the average electric range. Okay, so what is the range after one complete charge? Average electric range of all the vehicles, right? So this is not for one particular brand or one particular make of that particular vehicle. It is for all the vehicles in the entire data set. Then the BEV vehicles, right? So then we have PHEV vehicles. So I will explain you what these terms mean, what is the abbreviation means. And then this is nothing but these are totally run on the electrical charge. These are the hybrid vehicles, like we can see 2022, or we can say 22% of vehicles run on hybrid power. Than other, like 78% work on complete electric fuel, right? So I mean to say on complete electrical battery they work. They don't need an extra hybrid fuel over here, like for petrol engine or a diesel engine. Getting or not? So in this way we will see as we move forward. I will explain you everything. Then we have total vehicles by model year. So we have explained it from 2010 to 2023. Okay, 2024 data is also present. So the data which we are using in this, we have picked it from Kaggle website. I will show you the website link and all those things, right? So we have directly grabbed it from there, and we have using that particular CSV file. Then we have total vehicles by state. Okay, similarly how the, with respect to each year, how the total vehicle count in electric vehicles are increasing, that we will see. Then which are the top 10 vehicles by make. Okay, so who is the leading company who is bringing up the electric vehicles in current industries, right? Then total we can vehicles by CAF. This is nothing but clean alternative fuel vehicles. So with respect to that, we will analyze the donut chart over here. Then the top 10 vehicles by model. Okay, so with respect to which model is the best seller, and which is of that particular, which it is of what company, that also we will see. Getting or not? So in this way we are going to analyze this entire dashboard. So this is just an overview of this particular dashboard. We are going to design each and everything on this particular dashboard, and I will show you how it is operated dynamically. So we have an option here called city filter. So if you want to see for a specific city, let's say you want to see for Acme, so you can see it for that particular city. If you want to see for AD, you can do that. Alameda, you can see, you can see for different cities over here. You can analyze the dashboard. You can see the data for those particular dashboard. Getting or not? And if you want to select multiple cities, you can press Control and you can select. Let's say you want to see for these three cities, then you can just see the data for those three cities. Getting or not? Similarly, you have a electrical utility over here. With respect to different electrical utility, you can analyze this particular dashboard. Getting or not? So I will just unselect, and you can see for with respect to that particular utility, you can analyze this particular dashboard. Then electrical vehicle type, whether you want to see it is a battery electric vehicle or a plugged in hybrid electric vehicle, that is nothing but BEV and PHEV, which I just told you. So if you want to just see for BEV, you can see the entire data for BEV. If you want to just see for hybrid, then you can just see it for hybrid as well. Getting or not? So in this way, this dashboard is designed, and we are going to see the entire thing the same way. Getting? So apart from these particular slicers or filters, we also have used some the interactive filters in this dashboard. So let's say you want to see all the data for a Tesla car, like you want to see for a Tesla make. If you click on Tesla, you can see the entire dashboard is filtered out for that particular Tesla car, right? You can see the total vehicles, which are 68,000 vehicles are there for Tesla, and you can see how it is growing from 2010 to 2000. Like you can see it is for 2023. You can see it is a complete electric vehicle, that is BEV. It does not use PHEV. We can see it is blank over here, right? So it is a completely battery operated vehicle. And also you can see which is the best selling model over here. That is model Y is the best selling, then model 3 is the second best selling model, right? So in this way you can see the different, and you can also see the average electric range is 90.21 for Tesla cars, right? So if you want to see for Nissan cars, if you see for Nissan is also a completely BEV vehicle, that is battery electric vehicle. It does not work on hybrid. 84 is the average electric range, and you can see how it is growing from each and every year. Similarly, if you see for Chevrolet, you can see for Chevrolet also. If you want to see for Ford, if you want to see for BMW, with respect to that. So if you click on BMW, BMW has both type of vehicles, but most of it they work on hybrid electric vehicles, right? So you can see 72% of their vehicles are hybrid, and only 28% they work on full battery operated vehicles. Getting or not? So this is the way you analyze, and you will get the wide range of understanding from this particular filters. Getting or not? Similarly, if you want to see for any particular state, right? So let's say you want to see for California. So if you click on California, you can see only 92 vehicles are there for California. So this might be wrong, but this is what we have in the data. The most of the vehicles we have is right now is for Texas, right? Or we can say Washington, not Texas. It is for Washington. The data might be different, but this is what we have in the Kaggle website also. So either you can use the correct data from the different government website, or you can use the same data, but the procedure will be the same. The way of analyzing will be the same. Getting or not? So this is all about the this particular dashboard. We will go ahead and now see the problem statement. So before moving ahead into our Power BI project, I would like to introduce you to my website. So this website I have created with request of many subscribers who emailed me, messaged me, where they want to connect with me, where they want different Power BI, Tableau, Data Analyst, SQL, other materials projects. So I have created this website. You can explore this. I will add the link in the description box. You can just click it and you can visit the website where I have different, where you can connect with me one to one. Apart from that, I have some digital products where I have Power BI material, real-time projects are available in this, and different options are available, like different topics are available. You can just click and you can explore this. You have to just click and you can explore is everything. All right. Similarly, there are SQL material is there. Complete data analyst material is also available, and you can see I am top rated in 2023, right? So you can see more than 750 bookings I have just done in last 3 months, and top rated in data analyst. Here you can see the badges are available. I was top rated in complete last year, that is 2023. And you can see different projects are also available. Here is the Power BI complete project on financial domain, where I have designed 3 dashboard, and you will get this Power BI plus SQL with complete video just for 459 rupees. Okay, there are reviews also. You can see my testimonials also. You can learn or read about me as well. So if you're interested, you can visit the website, you can explore. If you're interested, you can go ahead and buy. And so let's continue with our video. So this is the problem statement which we have. So it has been provided by the client for us, and with respect to that, we have to design first KPIs requirement, and then we are going to see the charts requirement. So if you look at the KPIs requirement first, we want to find out is the total vehicles. So this total vehicles is nothing but it will give us an idea about what is the market size, okay, and how it is growing with respect to each and every year, right? So this is we want to analyze as the first. Second is average electric range, okay. So after one full charge of that particular vehicle, it will run with respect to, or it have some range that it will go 200 kilometer, 400 kilometer. So we want to find average, okay. All the cars, what is the average electric range? The next is total BEV vehicles, that is battery electric vehicles, which are only working on electricity, that is only battery powered. They do not have any, we can say, other engine in that, right? A diesel engine or a gasoline engine is not present in that, where a combustion engine will be used in that particular vehicle? No, it is completely clean and battery electric vehicle. So we want to find out the total BEV vehicles and the percentage of that particular BEV vehicles out of all the total vehicles. Getting or not? Similarly, we want to find out PHEV. It is nothing but plugged in hybrid electric vehicles. Means what? It will work on both the resources. Either it will work on electricity, or it might also use its combustion engine, that is either gasoline or a diesel engine. So what happens in PHEV is it is a hybrid engine. So sometimes it might be operated on electricity, and that is nothing but on battery. And sometimes, in case if the battery is not fully charged, then it can be altered or bypassed through combustion engines. Right. So it has both the ways. Right. So in this way, we have to analyze both the things. Right. So these are what the KPIs requirement which we have. Now next we will see what are our charts requirement. So charts are nothing but in this particular what we are doing in charts, actually KPIs what gives us, KPIs gives us the overall summary of the business at higher level. Okay, at higher level, if you want to see the summary of the business, that will provide us. But charts, what does charts give us? At specific area for that particular specific field, we enter in more granularity of that particular data, we deep dive in the data, and we bring out the insight from that. Getting or not? So these are the charts. That is the reason we analyze different charts. So first what we have to analyze is total vehicles by model year, and we want to analyze it from 2010 onwards. All the data we are going to analyze from 2010 and above that. So first we want to visualize is visualization of and it should be visualized in line chart or area chart. And what is the use of this visualization? It has been to see the what are the growth pattern and what are the adoption trends. So how many people are adopting the electric vehicle? How is the growth of electric vehicle from year to year? That we have to see here. Then total vehicles by state, it can be analyzed in the map chart. They have shown us the visualization type also. And in this we are going to see the different demographics, right? So that is nothing but with respect to different states, how people are accepting it. Then top 10 total vehicles by make. We want to find out the top 10 vehicles by make, nothing but by company, right? And it can be analyzed in a bar chart. Then total vehicles by CAFE is nothing but clean alternative fuel vehicles, right? It is this particular term is analyzed, or it is been derived from the government bodies, and based on that some visualization we are going to see. It is either can be done by a pie chart or a donut chart, so depend on us. Then total, or we can say top 10 total vehicles by model, and it can be analyzed in a tree map. You can also analyze in a bar chart also, but tree map will give us the more idea over here, right? So which type of that particular model of that particular company or of that particular make is the best seller, and out of that 10 we have to find out. Getting not? So these are total charts requirement which we are going to see in this entire dashboard, which will give us the deep diving in the data. And then we are obviously going to use some filters in our data, and we are also going to use some interactive filters as well, right, which will give us the more idea and deep dive in the data. So before moving ahead into this particular video, I would like you to please go ahead and subscribe our channel. We are very close to 100k subscribers, and with respect to this particular data tutorials and data analytics, I have received so much of love and support from you guys, and with this particular motivation only, I have it helps me to create this particular good content for you. And I have received so many positive comments on so many of my videos that you like this particular videos, you are you learn from this particular videos, you are able to understand all the concepts which I am trying to teach you guys. So I request you to please go ahead and subscribe, and also I would like you to request, please go ahead and like this particular video, so it will help me to reach to so many of people, or to many people who are in need, or who are trying to learn the data analytics and who are learning Power BI as well. So this will help them also in learning and building the different dashboards of different domains. Okay, so let's move ahead. So the softwares which we are using in this particular complete project is first the Excel version, which we are not going to use that much, but I would recommend you to use the version which is greater than 2016 or 2019. The version which I am using in this particular video is 2021 version of MS Office. The Power BI version which I'm using is the latest version, that is of December 2023 release. You can use this version, or you can download the version from your from Microsoft also if you don't have the latest version. But always it is recommended to use the latest version of Power BI, which because Power BI always goes ahead and in each quarter what they do is they release some new functionalities for us, which will help us design and or we can say building and development very easy for us, or it will give us the new form of charts as well. So let's move ahead. I will quickly walk you through the data which we have. So this is the data which we have. I haven't changed anything. Whatever we have completely has been taken from directly the CSV file itself, and this is the particular link from where, or the Kaggle website link from where we have taken the data. You just have to search electric vehicle population and you will get the complete data set in front of you. All right. So this is the data which we are going to use. From here you can go ahead and download the data. It will be in the form of CSV file or a zip file. You have to extract it and then you can use the data. And the data which we are using in our this particular dashboard also, I will add the link in the description box, or the link will be added in the description of this particular video. You can download it and you can directly use for the analysis of this particular dashboard. All right, so now let's go through the data. Whatever the size and volume of the data we have, I will explain you. So if you see here, the total volume of data we have almost 150k of the data. That is nothing but 1,50,000 of data we have. And the number of fields which we have are 17. Okay, and there are different fields are there. I will just try to explain you one by one. First is win 1 to 10. I don't think so it have any meaning over here. Then we have the country. Similarly, country also, this field which we have is incorrect here. That King Yamika, this doesn't represent a country of any particular. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. This is the correct field. So these two we are going to neglect. Then we have city from which it has been taken. That is the car. And then we have a state, postal code. We have model year is nothing but of which particular year that particular car has been manufactured or sold. Right, you can consider either ways, but model year is nothing but it has been manufactured date, or we can say manufacture year of that particular car. Then the make is nothing but which what is the name of that company, or what is the make of that company. That is nothing but Hyundai, Jeep, Tesla, Ford, Toyota. There are different makes we have. Then in that particular company also, or that make also, we have different models, right? Then we have the electric vehicle type, whether it is completely electric operated or it is a hybrid car. Then we have a CAFE, that is clean alternative fuel technology. It is a government norm. With respect to that also, we have different data over here. Then we have the electric range. Okay, so after one complete charge, what is the range of that particular electric vehicle, right? Then base MRP, we don't have that much value populated for base MRP, so we are not going to use this value, or we are not going to use this particular field in our analysis. Then legislative district we have. Then we have the ID of that particular vehicle. Then we have the location of that vehicle, from where it has been purchased or been made. Then what is the electric utility, which I just told you, in the form of filters, and the census tract we have. All right, so these are the fields which we have in our data. Not all the fields we are going to make use of in our dashboard analysis. The most important and meaningful fields only we are going to make use in our dashboard, and then we are going to design and develop our complete project in the Power BI. So this is the complete data which we have. You can go through the data, and always remember, guys, 60 to 70% of your task is to study the data itself. Okay, so if you are studying the data in and out, how the data is flowing from higher level to lower level, that is higher granularity to lower granularity, what are the different keys and terminologies used in the data, so 60 to 70% of your analysis is done over there only. And then next task is just to paper out everything, build a rough dashboard on your paper, and then finalize what you can bring in the form of visualizations, which will help your company, which will help your client to bring some insights from that. Okay, so go through data, try to learn the data whatever you can, see the volume of data, see the sizes of data whatever we have. It will help us to increase the performance or the dashboard performance also, whichever tool we are using to analyze, right? So right now we are going to use Power BI. So now let's move ahead. I will take a new worksheet. Okay, so I have taken a new worksheet of Power BI. So this is the workbook which we will be using. So when you open your workbook in front of you, you have this particular interface. So the data which we have here is in a form of CSV file, that is comma separated value file. And to have the connector for that, we have to go to home tab over here, right? Then you have an option here called get data. Just click on this and you have an option here called text or CSV. Just click on this and then you will have to just locate your file. Okay, so what you have to do is first you have to download the data which is added in the description of this video. Download the data from the drive, then store it in your local system wherever you have, and then locate the file in your system. Just click on this and click on open. Okay, so once I do, you can see the file. It will take some time to open the file, and now you have this particular comma separated file. So it is giving you first 200 rows. Okay, and if you want the entire data set also, it will show the entire data set. And from here you will just see if we are bringing the correct data into our visualization or not. Just you have to click on load data. Okay, so once you click on the load data, it will load the data into our Power BI, and then we are going to make use of that particular data, right? So now the data has been loaded, but you cannot see it over here. So for that, what we have to do is you have to go in the table view, and here you can see the data is been completely populated. And at the right hand side in this data pane, when you just expand this, you will have these different fields in our data model, right? So this is the entire data which we have, and you can just check if all the data has been populated correctly or not. If is there any field missing from our data which has been not populated, getting or not? So this is the way you analyze this particular things. Now we have to use we are going to use the count of vehicles for modeling all these particular things. But first what I will do, I will just help you to check the quality of the data, right? So how to check quality, whether is there any need of data cleaning in this, right? So for that, what we can do is I will just go on home tab over here, and you have an option here called transform data. So just click on transform data. A new window will be opened in front of you, and this is nothing but a Power Query editor. So for now I will just uncheck this. Okay, so now you can see in front of you there are 100 rows, or we can say 1000 rows are there. You can see 999 plus rows, but there are almost 1000 rows only. And out of those 1000 rows, we are seeing, we can say the top 1000 rows, or it randomly picks 1000 rows from the data to see the quality of the data. And here you can see that number of tables which we are going to use. It will be visible at the left hand side, and whatever steps we are using here, those will be displayed over here. If you are changing any data type, if you are changing any name, or if you are renaming anything, all will be visible over here. Getting or not? So now what we have to do is these two columns are not required for us. So what we will do, so I will just select these two columns. Okay, just press Control or press Shift and select these two columns, and then you have to just right click over here, and now you have an option over here called remove other columns or remove these columns. So what we will do, we will just remove these columns. All these will be removed. Okay, we don't need these columns in our data model. Getting or not? So this has been removed, and here you can see a step has been added, that is removed columns, right? The next, how to check the quality of the data. For that, you have to go in view tab. First you will be in home tab. Just go in view tab and click on column quality, and just click on column distribution. Okay, so from here you can see you have this particular we can say a distribution which has been created for you. So what does this column distribution and column quality help us understand is, you can see valid is 100%, error is 0%, and empty is 0%. What does this mean is, or in this particular field, that is city field, whichever rows we have, all these particular rows have zero empty values and zero null values and do not have any errors. So it is 100% valid. And always remember, whenever you are working in on any of the dataset, it should be 100% valid. Okay, it should not have any blank values or errors, right? Blank values are accepted, but error should not be there, because in some cases, for some of the dimension fields, the data itself demands that it should be blank. Getting or not? But it should not have any errors. Then you can see the distribution is there over here, which says 109 distinct and 40 unique values are there. So what does this mean is, we have 40 unique values and 109 distinct, means what? This is not a primary key for us, right? So there are values which are duplicating over here, getting or not? I mean to say Seattle, it is for first row, it may be present on, you can see on 17th row, 18th row also it is there. So it is not a distinct, or we can say not a unique value, because the values are repeated again and again. And 109 distinct means what? uh, Whichever are single value repeated, okay, but out of that 40 are unique only, getting or not? So this will help you understand what does actually this particular column distribution means. So in this way you have to check each and every column over here. Similarly here you can see this column is important for us, that is DOL. We can see vehicle ID. So this is the column which we are going to make use of. Here you can see 1000 distinct and 1000 unique values are there, because this particular Power Query editor just shows us first 1000 rows in our data, or random it might be. But what does it mean over here is this particular field, that is DOL vehicle ID, there are 1000 distinct values in this and 1000 unique, means what? Each row of this particular column have unique value, right? So this means that this is our primary key, or we can say this is the key, or this is the particular field where we have each and every row have an unique and non-null value, non-empty value, non-error value. You can see you do not have any error and not don't have any empty value, getting or not? So in this way you have to check the cleaning and the quality of the data, right? So once you have done, we have deleted, we don't want the unwanted values. Similarly this also we don't want, we'll just right click and we'll just remove it, right? So these are the fields which we do not want in our data set, so we have removed those. Then you can go to home tab, and you just have an option here called close and apply. So whatever changes we have made here, they will be automatically applied in this entire data, and the same data will be brought into Power BI. So I will just click on close and apply. So once you do, you can see the data has been brought in Power BI, and all the deleted columns are not present now here, getting or not? So in this way, this is the data. Now we will go ahead and start building our dashboards. For that, we have to go in report view, getting or not? Before that, what we will do first, we will try to bring our background over here, right? So we are going to use a background in our data or in our dashboard. So we will first bring our background over here. So for that, go to format your report page, then go to canvas background, and here you can add a background. So I'll just click on browse, and this is the background which we are going to use. I will add this background in our description link. From that you can download and you can use the same background. If you want, you can use different background also, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll just click on open. So still it is not visible over here. What's the reason? Because the transparency here is 100%. So you have to reduce it to 0%. Once you do, you can see this particular background over here. Then go to canvas setting, and here you can see the vertical alignment. It is at top. What we will do, we will click on middle. Means what? In we can see at the top and at the bottom equal amount of space is left, so our canvas is at exact center, getting? So now what we will do, we will start building our dashboard. So I'll just close this as of now, and now we will build our dashboard. So first thing you can see in this particular dashboard which we have already created. So first I will add the title for our dashboard. So for that you can see I have used a placeholder for this. Same placeholder we will be using here as well. So I'll just go in insert, and I will just click on shapes, and this is the shape we are going to insert. Okay, now what we will do, I will just close this and open my format menu. Then go in general, go in properties. The height for me will be 50. I will use the 50 height. Okay, and the width which I will be using is 1260. Okay, so this is the width we will be using, and I will just add it into center. Okay, and now what we will do, I will just go to shape, and I will go to style, and we will use the color for this. Just go here and I will click on more colors, and I will use the code over here, that is hashtag. I will use it as 002407. Okay, so this is the code which you are going to use. I will just click on enter, then click on borders. Okay, so for border we will be using 2 pixel of width, and I will choose the color for us is, we will use the code for our this is 006 E1F. Okay, so this is the code which we are going to use. All right, perfect. And now we will just go here again to the shape, and the rounded corners we will make it as 5. Perfect. So this is the placeholder. Now we will add the text in this. I'll just click on text, and now we will name it as electric vehicle dashboard, or we can say electric vehicle analysis. All right, now just select this, go to effects, just click on turn off the background for this. Now select the entire text in this, then we will choose 24 as our font, and we will choose it as bold. Okay, and color we will be using it as white. Okay, so this is our name of the dashboard, and now we'll just try to reduce it likewise. Okay, and now just take this and we'll try to place it over here. All right, so this is our electric vehicle analysis. Now next, we will start design our dashboard. So first, as per our problem statement, just let's see our problem statement. So first we have to find out total vehicles. Okay, so for that, what we will do, first I will again create a placeholder. Okay, so this placeholder we will again create it. So now what I will do, I will just take this Control C and Control V, so we don't have to format it again and again. I will just copy and paste this. Okay, the same thing we are going to use. All right, and I will just now go in, select this, go to general, go to properties, and here we will choose the height for it as 200 and the width for it as 231. Okay, 231. So this will be our placeholder. Now select this again, go to shape, and for here just select 3. Okay, so we'll use this particular rounded corners as 3 pixel. Now we will design it. Now first we have to design the thing that is total vehicles. We have to find out the total vehicles. For that I will just click here. So I have already told you while checking the quality of the data, find out the total vehicles is nothing but we have to take count of all the vehicles, right? And this is the, we can take any of this particular, but this is the field, that is DOL vehicle ID was the field which had unique values on each and every row. So we will take or make use of this same vehicle ID or the same particular vehicle, we can say this particular field, to find out our we can see total number of vehicles. So I'll just right click over here and I will click on new measure, and we will use our DAX over here. So I will just increase the size and I will name it as total vehicles. Okay, and the formula which we are going to use is count. Okay, you can use distinct count also. I will use distinct count of DOL. Okay, so distinct count of DOL vehicle ID. So this is nothing but name of the sheet, and this is the field in that particular sheet. And I will just close this, hit enter. Okay, so once you do, now next you can see this particular field has been created with the sign of the calculator. So whatever, wherever you see the calculator sign, this is the sign, this is the field which has been created in Power BI. Okay, that is nothing but a measure, right? All other fields are directly coming from database, right? Now what we will do, I will just take a card from here. I will just take a card from here, and we are going to make use of this card, and I will just take total vehicles and I will add it in here, right? So you can see these are the total vehicles. So now we will do some formattings on this, but before that, so for our entire data, okay, we are going to only analyze the data which is greater than 2010. Okay, so whatever we have in our analysis, we have the data. If I show you the data, and if I add the filter over here, I'll just make it into table, and you can see the model year we have it from 1997 to 2024, but our requirement is to only analyze the data from 2010 or greater than 2010. Okay, so for what we will do, I will just select this, whatever we have to analyze after 2010, that it will start from 2011 forward, get me, no? So for that, what I will do, I will just select this, go to filters, and you can say we will add it on this page, or we want to add on all pages. We can use either this or this. Okay, so on this page means what? Only on this particular page one, and all pages means what? Whatever plus, when you click on plus, whatever pages we are going to use on that also it will be added. So we will be using this, or you can use this also. And if you are using only this, that is on this visual means what? Only on this particular this visual only this filter will be added. So for that, what we will do, I will take model here. Okay, take model here and add on this particular this page. Okay, then you have an option here called is less than, greater than, whatever. So we are going to use is greater than. Okay, greater than 2010, everything greater than 2010, and we are just going to click on apply. Okay, so once you do, you can see nothing has been changed because it was not, we don't have that much amount of value over here, right? So you can see if you want to verify or cross check also, so what we will do, so I will just go ahead and just select everything after 2010. Okay, so that is after 11 everything we will choose. So just to cross check. Okay, and I'll just click on OK. So you can see this has been filtered, and you will see, let's see the count of all the this particular DOI vehicle. You can see when you see the count, it is 154 to 4, that is 150k. You're getting or not? And if you want to see everything less than this particular, that is up to 2010, if you see, we don't have that much amount of data, right? So just let's see that. Okay, and just click on OK, and when I select, right, you only 61 counts are there, right? Only 61 amount of data is are there here, right? So that doesn't give us any sense of analyzing those previous data. That's the reason we are going to only use everything after 2010, right? So you can see it has been not changed the values, but it has changed. You can see and note that in the next visuals which you are going to build, right? So now we will select this, then let's come here, format visual. So I hope you have understood this, right? So after 2010 also I've shown you, you can filter and you can cross check on your own also. If you still want to see, I'll just build a matrix over here. So just let's bring a table over here, and now I will just bring the model here over here. So instead of sum, I just don't summarize, and we will bring the total vehicles over here, right? So here you can see we have 2011 to 2024, it is 1515042, the same value we are getting over here, just the decimal places haven't been added over here, right? So if you remove the filter over here, so let's say we remove the filter over here, so you can see it is from 1997 to 2024. Getting or not? Just to verify if you might get confused on this, right? So I will just undo this, and the filter is again added over here. So I'll just close this, remove, and now we will just format our visual. Just click here, go here. Okay, just go to format visual, go in general, then go in effects and turn off this particular, right? Then go to visual, turn off the category label also. We don't want to give the heading, we will give the heading from somewhere else. And here we are going to use the font size as 28, bold, and the color which you are going to use is more, and we will be using hashtag. I will use the color for it as 6FD771. Okay, so this is the color code which we are going to use, right? And now display units will just show it up to 2 decimal points. Okay, that is 150.42, which is the same value which I told you before in the matrix. Then go to general, and here in title we will turn on the title, and the title we will give it as total vehicles. Okay, this is the title for us. We will take it to center, right? The color which we'll be using is this, and the size we'll be using is 11, and we will be using a Sergio semibold. Okay, so this is the way we are going to analyze. And now what we will do, we'll just take this and we will place it over here, right? So this is our total vehicles. So in the same way, as per our second problem statement, we are find out average electric range. Okay, so we already have an electric range over here. We have to find out the average electric range, right? So for that, we will use the same placeholder. I'll just take this, Control C and Control V. Same will use here, and I'll just remove this, and we will take the electric range over here. So I will just take it electric range over here, and instead of sum, what we will do, we have to take average. So this is the average electric range. Getting or not? But you can see here we want to add an in front of that kilometer. Okay, see, I'm not sure if it is in miles or in kilometer. Okay, it might be in miles or it might be in kilometer. I'm not sure about that because it is not specified in the data. So it depends upon you whatever you have to add. But I will show you how to add it. I will not add it over here, but I will show you how to add it. So for that we will write a DAX function. So I will just right click and I will click on measure. And here you can write it as average range. Okay. And we will use a concatenate functions because we have to combine this value. This is this value that is 67.83, and in front of that we have to add a kilometer, right? So I will use a concatenate function. Okay, so it is saying text one. So whatever function, this is a numerical value, but it is asking us a text. We can use the same value over here, but it will be converting this value into text because it concatenate function works on text only, and the result output will be also text. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I will take average. Okay, so we have to take average of what? We have to take it for electric utility. Okay, that is electric range, not electric utility, electric range. Okay, so this is electric range. So this is electric range, comma. Okay, what should be the second? Okay, so first we have to close the bracket of this first. Then second argument is text to. What should be the second text? So you have to add kilometer or it might be miles. So you have to type it in double inverted comma. So I will just add it kilometer. You can add miles over here, and I will just close the bracket and I will just hit enter. Okay, and now what I will do, I will select this and you can see a new value has been created, a field. I will close this and I will just take this, and you can see we are getting a value over here, but it is in so many of decimal points because it has converted it into a text value. And you can see when I click on this, we do not have any option here to change its decimal points because it is a text. So to do that, or you can see to format it, what you can do is you can add a format function over here. So I will add a format function over here. Before average, I will open the bracket, and here the second argument you can use here is what should be the format. It is nothing but in double inverted commas I will add 0.00. That is, we want two decimal points. I will close this and I will close one more bracket. Okay, and just hit enter. So once you do, you can see you have 67.83 because we have two decimal points. If you want one, you can use one, that is 0.0 only. Getting or not? And now this you can place it over here. So it depends upon you. But for now, in my analysis, I will just choose it as this particular average, that is electric range, and I will just take it as average over here. That is, I will not add anything. It will be up to you what you have to add. Getting or not? And I will just try to place it over here. Getting or not? And just we will change the name of this particular title. Go to select this, go to general, and here we'll name it as average electric range. Okay, hit enter. So this is average electric range, 67.83 kilometer or miles, depends upon you. Okay, because it is in US, so I think so it might be in miles only, not sure. Okay, right. So this is the first, you can see the KPI which we have designed, right? Now, as per our problem statement, what we have to find out is total BEV vehicles and percentage of total BEV vehicles, right? And we have to show it in the form of a pie chart which shows the percentage, and then inside that we have to add these two values, right? So for that, the outer this particular thing, that is the container, we will just copy it, Control C and Control V, and I will just try to bring it over here, the same container. Okay. So this is the same. One more we will just create, and I will just try to place it over here. Okay, and just make sure there are equal spacings between all, right? And now what we will do, we'll just build it over here. First we'll take a pie chart from here. So for pie chart, what we are need here is, I'll just take it here. So I will just take the electric utility, not electric utility, electric vehicle type in legend. Okay, and we want total vehicles. So with respect to total vehicles, we are going to find out, just bring it over here. Getting not? So you can see for all of this filter will be always there, because for this initially only we used, it should be present on this page. So this page, every time you use any build or any visual, always this filter will be automatically present over here. So always it will take the data greater than 2010. So don't get confused why we used only for this. Okay, so it will be always there. Getting? So I will just select this. Okay, or you can just select this, go to format painter and just select this. What will happen? So we can see whatever we have used over here, the background and all those will be removed from here, right? So we don't have to change it again and again. So now select this, go here. So we don't want any legend, we don't want any details, we don't want any title as well, we'll remove. We want clean and crisp. Okay, then go to properties. So height we will keep it as 200 itself, but the width for this or we can say height I will be using 231. Okay, choose height as 231. The width we will be using is 259. Okay, now go to visual, go to slices, and in spacing we'll use it as 85%. Okay, and the color combinations now we have to choose over here. So the color combination here I will choose it as this particular thing, right? So for BEV I will use this, and for plugin I will go in more colors, and the color combination which I will be using here is hashtag. So, see this particular color, so this color which I have used now, this is the same color which is used for this KPI. So you can copy the code from here, and this particular for this slice I will be using a different color code over here, that is 6FD77. No, not this one. So we'll use a different code, that is 014D06. Okay, so this is the code which I'm going to use. Now just take this and bring it over here at center. Okay, so we have found our center. Perfect. Not yet. Okay, so this is the center. We have just placed it exactly at the center, and now we have to build the central KPIs. Okay, so what we have to show is we have to show the vehicles which are just for BEV. Okay, we don't want all vehicles. Out of all, how many are BEV vehicles? So for that, what we will do, I will write a DAX calculation. So I will just write and click on new measure. Okay, and I will name it as BEV vehicles. BEV vehicles, right? And we'll use a calculate function. Okay, and the first expression, that is we have to find out, expression means what, out of, for we have to find it from total vehicles. Okay, so total vehicles comma, we have to filter the value, the filter value what, that is electric vehicle type, we have to filter it out here, that is type. Okay, so nothing but electric vehicle type, it should be equal to what, it should be added in double inverted comma, we'll copy it from Excel sheet. Okay, so it should be this value, just copy this from here. Make sure you type it exactly whatever we have in the data, the same should be typed over here, it is case sensitive. Okay, close the double inverted comma and close the bracket. So I will explain you how this works. We are using a calculate function. So out of in calculate function we are using a expression as total vehicles. So in this is the total vehicles, right? Entire count is there, but we have applied one filter for that, that it should only take those total vehicles which have electric vehicle type as BEV. Okay, and this is taken from the data itself, and just click on this. Okay, and you can see a new field has been created. We'll just take this, Control C, Control V, the same file, the same KPI. I will close this, and we will use BEV vehicles. Okay, so these are the BEV vehicles. Select this, and we don't want any space over here, that is we are okay, or we will do that later. So I'll just select this, go here, go to call out value, and decimal points we will choose it as 0. Okay, and the size for this, or we can say the font which we are going to use for this will be 22. Okay, we are going to use 22, and it will be bold itself, but just go in general. The title we will be changing it as BEV vehicles, right? So it is for BEV vehicles, right? And we will choose it as 10. Okay, so and we'll just reduce it likewise. Now just take it and bring it over here. Okay, so these are our BE vehicle, that is 117k. Now we want to find out percentage also over here. So how to find out the percentage? Okay, so percentage is nothing but total divided by, we can say total BEV vehicles divided by total number of vehicles. So we already have the BEV vehicles. We just have to divide it by total vehicles and we will get the ratio percentage. So I'll just right click over here, click on new measure, and we'll click it as, we'll take it as percentage. Where is it? Percentage of BEV. Okay. And it is nothing but BEV vehicles, total BEV vehicles divided by total vehicles. Right? And we'll just click on enter. Right? And I will just take this Control C, Control V. I will show it over here. I will just close this, and these are percentage. Okay, so right now you can see it as 1. Why 1? So just go over here in filters. We have anything? No, we don't have. But let's see. I will just select percentage and I'll click on here percentage. Okay, so it was a rounding of the value, so it was showing 1. So when you click here, so you have to just click on this particular file, or we can say not file, the measure, and you have to go in measure tools and you have to just click on percentage and automatically it will show you, right? And now just bring it over here, right? Just try to place it nice and clean. Now select this and just go here, and we will name it as, it should be percentage of total, right? So go in general, and in title we will name it as percentage of total. Okay, we will, T should be capital. Getting not? One sec. All right. So this is the BEV vehicles. You can see it is 78%, and you can see this particular pie is also dynamic. Whenever value changes, it will take that particular 78% of, we can say, consumption area for this particular pie, right? So this is for BEV. BEV is nothing but completely battery operated vehicle or battery electric vehicle, where it does not have any hybrid, okay, or we can say hybrid resource is not there, like a combustion engine is not present. It will be completely operated by only electricity, or we can say electric battery. Now next what we have to find out is PHEV vehicle. PH is hybrid. Okay, it will use a power of electricity, and sometimes it will also bypass and it will use a combustion engine also. So now next we have to find out that. So for that it will be very much easy. We just will copy the same pie chart. Okay, same pie chart we will copy, and we will just have to change the color combination. So what we will do, we will go in slices. So for this we will choose it as this, right? So this will be our this particular color, and we have to reverse this color to this, right? Oops, this, and this will be the reverse color. Simple. Okay, and I will just bring it over here. All right, one second. Okay, so now we have found out the center. Now we have to find out these two values, right? So for that we already have wrote this particular calculation, so I'll just copy this entire thing. I will right click over here and I will click on new measure. Okay, and I will paste it over here. So this was BE vehicle. Now we have to find out for PHEV. So instead of this filter, we have to change this filter now. I will just go to our data and I will just select this. So this is the text we are going to add it. Make sure it is case sensitive. You add it correct. Either directly copy it from data itself. Okay, or you can type it also. So this is we are going to use. I will just click on OK. Okay. Now next we are going to find out the percentage, right? So for percentage, I will just copy this entire thing again, Control C, and I will right click here, click on new measure, and I will paste it over here. This is percentage of PHEV vehicles. So instead of BEV, here we will use as PHEV vehicles, and divided by total vehicles will be the same. And just click on OK. Okay, so it is ready. Now we'll just copy this, Control C, Control V. Oops. And delete this, and we want to bring out here PHEV vehicles. Okay, so these are the PHEV vehicles, and we'll just place it over here. Clean. Okay, we'll change the title for this. It should be PHEV vehicles, right? Now copy this again. Control C, Control V. Close this, and we'll bring percentage of PHEV. So we can see a 0, but just select this PHEV and click on percentage and you will get a value over here, that is 22%. And we'll change the title of this as percentage of total. Okay, and just bring it over here. Perfect. Okay, so just try to make sure it is at center, right? So these are all our KPIs requirement, and you can see you can take an insight from here. So most of in this electrical analysis, most of the vehicles, or we can say 78% of vehicles are battery operated, and only 22% of all the vehicles are, you can see, which are hybrid. Okay, electric operated as well, or we can say they are operated on gasoline or diesel engine, or we can say combustion engine, right? So it can switch the power. Okay, it can bypass the power, and you can we can run the vehicle on that, but this is a complete pure electric. Okay, so this is the insight which can be taken from here. All right. All right, so now next we have to find out our charts requirement, or we have to design our charts, right? So with respect to that, if you see our problem statement, so first we have to find out total vehicles by model year, and the visualization we have to do is either a line chart or area chart, right? So first we will bring our container for this. Okay, so we'll just take this. Okay, Control C and Control V, and I will keep a gap at the top, right? So, or we can just, I will just add one more container over here. All right, so this we will use to, add our filters over here. So I'll just add this container over here, and I will just increase the size of this likewise. All right, and I will take one more container over here, Control C and Control V, and I'll just place it over here. And I will just go in general, in properties, I will make the height for me as 270, and the width I will be using as 520. Okay, so this will be the shape which we'll be using. Now next what we will do, we'll take a area chart from here. We will build an area chart, right? On x-axis we have to take the model year, so we'll take the model year on x-axis. Okay, so it should be on x-axis, and on y-axis we have to take the total vehicles. Okay, so this is the chart which we have to visualize. Now what we have to do, we have to do quick formattings on this. So what I will do, I will just select this pie chart. Okay, so this pie chart I have selected, not a pie chart, a donut chart. Click on format printer and then just click on here, right? Okay, one second. Select this, click on format printer and just select this particular chart. You can see all the, or we can say the background has been gone. So it will just taking the formattings of this chart and we are pasting it over here. So now just select this chart, go here, go in x-axis. Okay, we don't want to show the title for this, we'll just turn off the title. Similarly for y-axis, we'll turn off the title. All right, then grid lines, we'll turn off the horizontal as well as the vertical grid lines, right? And now we'll just try to bring it over here, increase it likewise, and we'll adjust it as vertically as well, right? And just try to place it as center. Okay, now go to general or go to visual first, and here go to lines. Okay, and in lines we will choose the color over here. So choose the color here, this, that is the same color which we use to design our this particular things, right? So this particular font of this particular KPI, same color. Shaded area, what we will do, we'll just increase the transparency of the shaded area. We'll just make it as 75%. Okay, next we'll go to markers and we'll turn on the markers. We want to show the markers. All right, and then we'll just turn off these, and in data labels we have to turn on the data labels. Okay, and go to values, and instead of bold we are going to choose it as semi bold. Okay, or we will keep it as din itself and we'll make it as 12. Okay, or we'll just reduce more. Okay, and we'll give the color as white. Okay, and the display unit is correct. Next, okay, layout, just go to values again. One second. All right, and in data labels we'll just choose the position as above. Okay, so we will show all the positions as above. And next, this particular also we have to change the color of these also. So we'll just go in y-axis, x-axis, and we'll just change this to this, and on y-axis we'll change the values color to this. Okay, perfect. And now you can see it is starting from 2010. It should start from 11 itself. So for that, what we will do, we will go in x-axis, and you can see the minimum range. Should start from 2011. Okay, so it should be starting from 2011 itself. You can see in the tooltip itself, and you can see the trend or the insight which we can take from here is it is going or it is increasing. We can say from each model year or each year of make, it is going on increasing and increasing, right? So the usage of electric vehicle is increasing, and here you can see it is dropped in 2024. That is, we just have 642 vehicles. But this data, because we are in right now 2024, the data is not almost for all the year. It might be only for half of the January month. Okay, so as we go on increasing, and when you update the data in this sheet, and when you hit refresh over here, automatically this chart will be also updated, and you can see the trend for 2024 will be more than 2023, right? So year on year the trend has been increasing, and the adoption of electric vehicle is also increased, right? So in this way, you can generate the insight from here, right? So here also they want to see what are the insights and growth pattern, right? So adoption and growth pattern is good for electric vehicle. The future is good for electric vehicle, right? And people are adapting it the green energy. Getting on? So this is a good sign for us. Yeah, right? Now we have to add the title also for here. So we'll just go in title, and I will add the title at the left. Okay, that is total vehicles. We'll just increase it by 1, and we'll choose this color. Okay, so that is total vehicles by model year. All right. So now this was the total vehicles by model year. Next we have to find out, as per our problem statement, if you see, we have to find out total vehicles by state. Okay, so for that I will just select this background, Control C, Control V, and I will just try to add it over here. Just choose the center, and I will reduce it likewise. All right, perfect. Now for that I will just take a map chart from here, that is a field map we'll be using, and you have a state. I just add it into location, and we'll be using the total vehicles into legends. Okay, just take the total vehicles and we'll add it into legends. Or it's not, just select the, instead of this we will just choose the shape map. Okay, so instead of field map we will use a shape map. Okay, so in shape map you have to add the location, the state as in location, and the total vehicles in the color saturation. Okay, now same, we will just select this chart, click on format painter, and just select this. Okay, so automatically the same formattings will be applied over here as well. And now we will just try to bring it over here. Okay, now I will just reduce it likewise, and increase it vertically likewise. Okay, and now we will do some formattings on this. Alright, so go to format visual, then we will change the fill colors for this. Just go to fill colors. We will be using a gradient, so just turn on the gradient over here. So we will just choose the minimum color from here. So we'll choose a minimum color, this, and the center color we'll choose. We'll go in more colors, choose here green. Okay, the center color we'll choose is at this, and the maximum color we'll be using, go to more colors again, go to green, and we'll choose it like this. Okay, perfect. So this is the saturation. We are going to keep everything in green color thing, right? So from here you can see the darker color is over here, right? So Washington, most of the vehicles are for Washington itself, and the data is also for Washington itself, but still they have provided some of the data for other states, but they are more focused towards the Washington. So if you want to also see the data for other states, if you see here for California, you can see with respect to that the values are changing, right? And you can see the you can see output for only California, and you can see filter out those value for California and see the trend of that. Getting or not? So this is the total vehicles by state. All right, so you can see some of the values here are missing, right? So why? Because it does not have space to show the value over here, because the x-axis values are not showing, right? So when you increase it, like as soon as the values increase, you can see the labels are also showing up. So it doesn't matter. Okay, because we have a tooltip. Okay, when you just go here, hover over your mouse, you can see it in the tooltip itself. So don't worry about that. Okay, So if customer says also that I want to see everything, then you have to change the layout of your chart, right? So you have to increase it likewise, and instead of this chart you have to adjust your some different chart over here, and then all the other layout also will be changed with respect to that. Getting? So now next, as per our problem statement, we want to find out the top 10 vehicles, total vehicles by make. Okay, so for that, first I will take the background. I will just copy this and we'll add it over here. Just take the background. Okay, right, and we'll just reduce it. This is okay, right? And we will take a bar chart from here. So this is the bar chart we'll be using. I'll increase the size, and we have to find out the total top 10 total vehicles by make. Okay, so we have a make over here. We'll just select make and the total vehicles. Okay, we have all of these, but we'll just quickly format this. I will just select this format painter and just click on this. Okay, so everything will be gone from here and we will have the formattings. And now we just have to show top 10. So show top 10, I will just open the filter over here, and here you have an options here, right? So only on this visual, so it will be affecting only this visual. So I'll just select here. Okay, and instead of basic filtering, I will choose top n, and in top n I want top 10 vehicles, right? And by which value? We want it by total vehicles. So I'll just take total vehicles and I will add it over in the values, and I will just click on apply filter. So now you can see we have all the vehicles by top 10 vehicles, right? All, or we just have top 10 vehicles over here, right? And now we'll just click here, and instead of this we can say x-axis values we don't want here. I will just open this and I will just turn on the values, right? And now I will just take it and I will place it over here. Perfect. Okay, now just select this, go here, we will go to bars and we'll choose the color. We'll check the color as this. Perfect. All right, because we want to keep everything in a green theme. Similarly, if you want to see the values only for Tesla, you can select here and you can see the values for Tesla itself. So here you can see it is just highlighting. You can see the bar is not completely filtered out. So for that, what you have to do is, so I will just select this particular thing, that is this particular chart. We have to go to format and click on edit interaction. So just click on edit interactions, and instead of see, you can see now right now this has been selected. You can see it has been filled, that is highlight. So it is just highlighting, not filtering out. So to filter out, you have to choose this option, that is filter. So when I click on this, you can see it has been filled and this has been filled out. Okay, that is, it has been removed. And now select this also, right? And now when I select this, you can see entire value is changing, right? Likewise, entire uh, pie chart values are completely changing and showing us the values, right? And now just click on again on interact, edit interacts. You can see it has been the options are going out from here, right? So in this way you should know how to highlight and how to just highlight and how to just filter out all the values, right? So by default it will be highlight, but highlight doesn't give you and a proper insight or readable insights from that particular option. So you have to highlight, you have to filter it out. Getting? So now next, as per our problem statement, we have to find out total vehicles by CAFE eligibility. So for that, we will just take a background first over here. So we will take the same background, that is this one. I'll just select it, Control C, Control V. Okay, and we'll just try, I will adjust it with arrow keys and I will reduce it likewise. Okay, this will be the space we'll be using, and just select the donut chart. You can use a pie chart also, and we want it with the CAFE eligibility, that is this, and with respect to total vehicles, right? I will just select this, go to format painter and just select this. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we'll just try to adjust it over here, right? And just reduce this likewise. All right, and now we'll do some formattings on here. Go to general first, we'll change the title. So we'll just remove the CAFE eligibility. Okay, and we'll just keep the abbreviation over here, right? Again select this and we'll change the now slices. First we'll increase the spacing for this. We'll increase it to 70%. Okay, and now we will change this colors. So one, I will choose it at this. Second, we'll choose it as this, and the third one we'll take it as this. Perfect. Okay, so this is the color combinations we are going to use. The same which we used for this gradient, same we are going to use over here. right? Now select this, and we want to show the legends here, right? And the legends, I will show it as top center, okay, at the top. And the text in the legend, I will choose it as this particular color, this one. And I will just turn off the title of the legends, okay. So from here you can see what insights can be taken. When I take the mouse over here, that is clean alternative fuel is eligibility is unknown as battery range has not been researched. Means what? So for this particular vehicles, whichever falls in this category, the research is still going on CAFE eligibility. That is nothing but clean alternative fuel vehicle. So clean alternative fuel means what? Instead of using your resources which are depleting with respect to time, that are gasoline, petrol. So these are we can say non-renewable resources, right? Or we can say, I'm not sure whether renewable or not renewable, this is a part of sale, but they are going to deplete it with respect to time. They might the consumption might be so high that there might be shortage in future. But what are clean alternative fuel might be? First is electricity, second might be your solar panels, it might be some another resources which are naturally available, right? Like hydrogen powered vehicles, right? So these are the clean alternative fuel. So research has been still going on. Then you can see this is like 41 percentage, that is clean alternative fuel vehicle is eligible. So all the vehicles which fall in this range, like 41% of vehicles are eligible for this particular criteria, right? So it is giving us a clean energy vehicle. It is not non-polluting vehicle, we can say. And we can say 11.86% of vehicle are not eligible, right? So all the vehicles which falls in this criteria, they are not eligible for clean alternative fuel. So this is a government norm. Whatever vehicles fall in this particular range, they are not eligible, as they do not fall or add up in the category that we can say they are a clean vehicle. And most of them are, you can see, most of them are PHEV only, right? So you can see only 9 vehicles are there which are BEV vehicles, which falls in non-eligibility. And if you see in eligible vehicles, you can see 75% are eligible, right? And you can see when we say research, we can see on all the electric vehicles only the research is still going on. Getting or not? So you can see here also it is highlighting. So for that, what I have to do, I have to go in format. Here you can see when I click here, 100% is there. So it should completely take this entire we can say area of this donut chart, that is for 100% entire green should be there, but it is not happening. So for that, what I have to do, I have to go in format, click on edit interactions, and here you have to click on filter. Here also you have to click on filter. Similarly here also it is highlighting, so you also click on filter. And now when I just select this, go to format here and then uncheck this, and now when I select this, you can see 100% means entire is selected. That is on all which are we can say research is going on all the electric vehicles, not on we can say hybrid electric. And we can see which are non-eligible. So we can see if I click on non-eligible, 100% all the vehicles are non-eligible here, right? So only 9 vehicles are, we can say here, which is a very negligible amount. In front of 18,000, only 9 vehicles are non-eligible, which are of pure electric type. Getting or not? And in that also, most of them are Toyota, Ford, all these vehicles, right, which are non-eligible. Here you can see when I click on non-eligible, the makes which are Toyota, Ford, these are non-eligible vehicles for cleaner alternative. And which if you click here, which are eligible, most of them are Tesla, Nissan, and Chevrolet. And if I click on which vehicles the research is going on, still on Tesla and some of the Tesla model vehicles, the research is still going. Getting notes in this way, you have to read the insights of this particular dashboard, right? So I hope you're understanding how to read it and how to take an analysis from that. So if I click on here on Tesla, you can see when I click on Tesla, 100% of all the vehicles are BEV. Means what? All the vehicles they made by Tesla are electrical vehicles. They don't focus on hybrid electric vehicles. Getting not? So this is the insight you have to read. An average electric range is 90 km of one complete charge. Similarly, if you want to see for Nissan, okay, so for Nissan also 100% are electric. If you click on Chevrolet, you can say Chevrolet deals with both. Chevrolet deals with both 100% electric vehicle and both on we can say hybrid electric vehicles also. So this is very important, guys. Okay, so in this way you have to read the insights, and which can or your client also can take the insights from here. All right. So now next what you can do is we have to find out our last requirement, that is top 10 vehicles by model. Okay, and for that we have to create a tree map. So I will take a background for this, that is container, and I will just increase the size likewise, and this is the container we'll be using. Here you have a tree map, where it is this one. We have a tree map over here. So this is the tree map. So we have to find it for a model. Okay, so for different models by total vehicles, right? But we just want top 10 models. So for that, what we will do, I will just go here and first go in filters. Okay, select this and go to top n, and here we want top 10. Okay, and by which field? By total vehicles. Okay, and just click on apply. So you can see top 10 are there, but we want to give the colors to this. So first I will just select this, click on format painter, and just select this. You can see all the values are changing now. Now go to colors. Okay, and here what I will do, I'll just click on FX. Okay, and here we'll choose gradient color. Okay, and for here it should be by what? Okay, by which field we want to take the gradient. So it should be by total vehicles. Okay, by total vehicles, what should be the lowest value? So the lowest value should be given the color as, let's say, we'll go in more colors, go in green. We will take a bit darker green color, and for highest value we'll go in more colors, go to green shading, and we'll choose it as this color. Okay, and just click on OK. So you can see automatically the color has been taken. We'll just choose another color a bit darker, and at the end, at the lowest value, we'll just choose a more darker. Okay, perfect. Now it looks fine, and now we'll try to add it over here. All right, so this is total vehicles by model. All right, guys, just make it here. Now it looks perfectly fine. And with respect to this, we have designed all of our charts, right? So now next what we have to do is we have to add our filters over here. So for that, what I will do, I will first select this, go to style, and the color which I will be using here is a bit black color. Okay, I will add a black color for this background, and we'll have to add a filter panel over here. So for that, while I will just take a text from here first, I will just select this, Control C, Control V. Okay, and I will bring it over here, and I will name it as filter panel. Okay, and just select entire, and we'll choose it as 12. Okay, perfect, and reduce it likewise. Okay, so this is our filter panel, and now we'll just change the color of this to blue. Okay, and now we will add our filters over here. So filters are nothing but slicers, so we'll take a slicer from here. So the first slicer which we have to add is the city. Okay, so I will take a city from here, and I will add it in the field, and now we will do some formattings on city. Go in slicer setting, so it should be a drop down. In selection, it should have a all button. Okay, and we don't want a slicer header. We'll go in values. For background, in values background, we'll choose it as black. Okay, and padding, we will choose it as 0. Next, font color, we will choose it as white. Okay, and now just select likewise, then go in general, go in effects, and just turn off the background, and now we'll bring it here. Perfect. Okay, and we'll just copy this now, Control C, Control V, and I'll bring it here center, and I will name it as city. Okay, select this, and we'll name it as color as white. Okay, so this is our city. So we will just take it to left, select this, both of them, and we'll take it to left. Perfect. Choose it as center. We'll bring it more closer. Okay, so this formattings, this alignment takes some time, guys. It will take time for you also, but once it is set, it will be same for all. Right. So this is with respect to city, right? Right. So if you want to see for a different city, you can choose your city and you can filter out the value for different cities likewise. If you want to see for multiple cities, you can just press control and you can select multiple cities, right? So in this way, you can select cities. Now, I will just copy and paste this, both of them, just press control and select both of them. Okay. Or you can press shift also, control C, control V, and I will just take them, both of them over here. Okay. And now instead of city, next we want is electric utility. So I'll just take electric utility and add it here. Same, we will change the name of this as electric utility. Right. We'll bring it to right. So this is electric utility. Then again, control C, control V. Okay. And now we want to see it with respect to the electric vehicle type. Okay. So that is nothing but BEV or PHEV. And we'll say copy this again. Control C, control V. Take it over here. Okay. And name it as electric vehicle type. All right. So we will just take both of these, this, 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 and this. We'll just move it to left. Right. Okay. So these are all the filters. Right. So you just have to adjust them. It will take some time for the alignment. So I will be just fast forwarding our video for this. Alright. So in this way we are adding our filters. Getting. And so this is how we design entire dashboard. If you want to add an image over here, so you just have to go in insert, click on image. Okay, and I will just go downloads and I will just choose my image from here. This is the image. Okay, and you can find this image on Google anywhere, whichever image you want to use. Okay, so this is the image. All right. So in this way, guys, we have designed our entire dashboard, and here you can see this is the beautiful dashboard. I hope you have learned so many things from here. You have learned different functionalities, how to design a dashboard, how to formulate, how to generate insights, how to read the insights. Okay, which will help your client to take an decision from, or take an insights from entire dashboards and entire reports whichever you are building in future. Hey guys, so in this video we are going to see the electric vehicle data analysis in Tableau software. So in front of your screen you can see this is a complete interactive dashboard, and we have used multiple filters, multiple action filters, quick filters in this particular dashboard, by which this particular dashboard will be interactive and we can see the insights in different angles as well. Alright. So this dashboard is created in Tableau software. Whatever data which we are using behind this particular dashboard, I will add the link in the description box from where you can download the data, and I will send it over the Google Drive as well. Alright. So you can see there are different elements which are used in this particular dashboard. I will explain those one by one and I will show you how this particular dashboard is interactive. So at the top you can see we have used the summary. So these are KPIs. So first we have used total vehicles, then we have used electric range, then total BEV vehicles, total PHEV vehicles. So whatever abbreviations which we are using here, I will explain you later whenever we are creating those charts over here, and I will explain you the meaning of those as well. Then we have used different charts over here. So charts gives us the more granularity insights of that particular business from where we can take different decisions. So first we have shown the number of electric vehicles by, or the registration of electric vehicles by different model years, then total number of vehicles which are available by different location, that is nothing but different states, then top 10 vehicles, okay, the top 10 vehicles by make, or we can say their manufacturing companies, then the total what we can say eligibility by CAFE. So I will explain you what do you mean by CAFE as well. Then the total number of vehicles by model, okay, so each company makes different model, so which is the highest selling models, what was it make, what is the EV type, and what are the total number of vehicles, and its a share between all the particular vehicles. We will see all of those, all right. And at the left hand side we can see you have we have applied here different filter panels. So here we can say, if we see by CAFE will eligibility, if you click over here, the dashboard values will be changing with respect to that, and we can analyze the data with different angles here, getting or not. Similarly, if you want to see by different electric vehicles, here also you can see, and we can see the data with respect to that, all right. Similarly, by model also you can search, you can if you want to see for a specific model, let's say you want to see for Ford, okay, so you can see the complete data for Ford. If you want to see let's say for Mercedes Benz, okay, so you can see the that particular data for Mercedes Benz, how the entire we can say dashboard, or entire we can say electric vehicles journey of that particular company, or that company or we can say that make is been done from last 10 years or last 4 years, right? So in this way you can analyze the different things over here. Similarly, here you can see with respect to different states as well, the abbreviations of states are provided over here, and with respect to that also you can visualize this particular dashboard by different angles and generate the insights from that. All right guys, so we have used some quick filters also, right? So if you don't want to go from here and select the filters, or we can say from here it is giving us the ability to select multiple filters, but let's say you want to see for one of the states, so let's say you want to see for Washington, so I will just click over here. Once I click over here, you can see all the dashboard values are filtered with respect to Washington itself, so the data in all this particular dashboard is visible for Washington itself, right? So let's say you want to see for California. So when I click on California, the data will be seen for California. Getting or not? So let's say you want to see for Tesla. Okay. So with respect to Tesla, make how the figures are there. So when I click on Tesla, you can see all the data is been shown for Tesla. You can see the total number of models which we have here are, we can see 5 models are available for Tesla. You can see CAF eligibility. What is the total number of vehicles that Tesla has sold? Then what is its electric range, that, and then total number of BEV vehicles. You can see PHEV vehicles for Tesla are 0. Getting not? So in this way, different we can see insights can be generated from here. If you want to see for Nissan also, you can see for Nissan as well, right? So in this way, different insights can be generated from this particular dashboard, right? Similarly, from here also, we can say by CAFE eligibility, what are the different dashboards available, or what are the different insights that can be taken. So it is filtering. These are called as action filters. I will explain you how to provide the action filters as well. And then with respect to that, we can see this complete entire dashboard. All right. So in this, I will guide you from start to end, step by step, all the procedure, whatever we are going to use, and whatever calculations, design aspects, how we are going to design this dashboard, layouting, everything I will be explaining you in this particular dashboard. You just have to follow, and the same you can repeat in your system. And if you want, you can generate some more insights from this data. You can think differently. Whatever I have built, from that you can build something different as well, because everyone have their own way of thinking, and with respect to that they can create different dashboards, different designs, different layouts, different color palettes also they can use in their dashboards, right? So I have kept it more towards the green, okay, because we know electric energy, we call it as it is a green energy, and with respect to that only I have kept most of the colors which I will be using here will be in green color. All right guys, so now next what we will see, let's see whatever a problem statement. So we will discuss the entire problem statement, and with respect to that problem statement we are going to design this complete dashboard. So always remember, clients problem statement will be provided to us from our client or from our we can say customer. All right. Sometimes problem statement would not be provided. They will just tell you orally what they want to do, and with respect to that, you are given a full liberty to work on that, and then you will be designing those particular dashboards. All right, guys. So before moving ahead into our project, I would like to introduce you to my website, and this is available on PubMed, where I give different offerings. So in that one is you can reach out to me personally for one-to-one call for career guidance in data analyst, or you can reach out to me for interview preparation tips in both Power BI and Tableau, and also you can reach out to me for one-on-one mentorship or mock interview as well. And mock interview both in Power BI and Tableau, I will be able to help you in all of this. And in this particular mock interview, I will take your interview as well, and I will give you the feedback also what you should improve and how was your interview with me. Getting or not? And there is available options for recording as well. If you want to record, you can select the options, and you can just have an option where you will get the recording of this particular video as well. All right. And also I will provide some digital material as well. Here you can see the Power BI material is also available, which includes all these topics which you can see in front of your screen. And all these particular topics, those are already created by me and designed by myself. Okay. And all these notes are very much helpful. Let's say you have a Power BI interview 2 or 3 days later, and you want to do a revision of all whatever you have learned. So these are the go-to notes and PPTs are available, where you can just go through all of them. Interview questions are available of all rounds, like technical, non-technical, any non-technical, managerial rounds, client rounds, right? And also in technical, level 1, level 2, scenario based questions are also available. And I will also provide you the Power BI 2 to 3 projects also, right? With all the dashboard files I will provide, which you can add in your resume, right? The raw material, I will share with you the problem statement of that particular project as well, right? Similarly, you can find the same for Tableau, for SQL as well. And all this consolidated is also available in Data Analyst Complete material, where you will get to see all the data analyst tools which are available. And in this also, I will be providing you with all the handwritten notes, printed PDF notes will be also available with all the important topics. And in this, the main important thing is I will provide you the roadmap. Okay. And the roadmap is designed with respect to current 2024 year, with the latest technical we can say techniques are added in that. And we can say what topics you should learn, that has been added. And for all those topics, I have mentioned the links of different courses, of YouTube videos, of Udemy, which are best for that particular topic. So you don't have to search and go around and look for those particular videos and which one to see, what to see. So these are handpicked by myself. So it will not we can say it will not waste your time in searching those. You can just have to click and you can just start learning those particular topics. And with this also, projects are also included in each tool. So you can just click, you can see, you can read everything whatever you need over here. And then if you find it helpful, you can go ahead and purchase it. And you can see, so last 3 months only I've started, and you can see more bookings I have got. And so I was the top rated in data for we can say 2023 year. All right. So similarly, right now 30% offer is going on only on data analyst material, and it is only valid up to 15th March 2024. Okay. And you can also read my different feedbacks also. You can read about me as well over here. Getting not? So at the end, I will add the link in the description box of this particular video. You can go ahead and visit. If you find it helpful, you can just go ahead and buy it. And also you can just click here, and all the description is mentioned. Whatever is available in this material, it is mentioned. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at this particular WhatsApp number. All right. So let's move ahead with our video. So let us discuss the problem statement which we have received from our customer. So first, we are going to discuss about our KPIs requirement. So guys, KPI is nothing but key performance indicator. So this is nothing but the in the summary of the, or we can say overview of the dashboard, I have told you at the top we see some numbers. So those numbers are nothing but the summary of the business at overall, or we can say at higher level, how the business is performing. So those are the numbers which tells her, or we can say which give, or which provides us that whether our business is going in correct direction or not, whether we are profitable, whether we are facing any problem or not. So it is a higher level number. So it gives us an idea of overall business how it is performing. Getting or not? So that's the reason it is called as key performance indicator. So it is a key indicator by which the business is defined. All right. So the first KPI which we are going to design over here is called as total vehicles. Okay. So first, the customer is asking us to find out the what are the total number of electric vehicles till date, and why they want to access is because they want to separate it with respect to BE and PHV in further, and they also want to see what is the market size right now and how they are going, or we can say how they are growing year on year, right? Or we can say year on year, or we can say model by model how they are growing each year. Getting it? Then second is average electric range. Okay. So we know that there is so many of technologies have come in these electric vehicles nowadays, and many people, many companies are claiming that we are providing this particular amount of electric range for this many hours of charging. So with respect to that, what our client is wanting to understand is at the higher level, if we consider all the cars, okay, then what will be the average electric range? Okay, so they just want to see that how, with respect to one complete charge, how far a people or how far a car can go. Okay, so now this can be calculated as we are studying for US data. Okay, so I'm not sure if this particular we can say unit is in miles or in kilometer, but you can work on that. You can either provide it in miles. I'm sure it will be in miles, but I'm not sure. We will discuss that later. Then third, we will be finding out total BEV vehicles and percentage of BEV vehicles. Okay, so BEV is nothing but battery electric vehicle. Okay, so BEV is nothing but it is completely operated on battery. Okay, so we know that there are some hybrid vehicles which are operated on CI engine, or we can say combustion engine also, whether it is a petrol engine or a gasoline engine. And with respect to that, they provide some batteries as well. Okay, so that is called as a hybrid engine. But BEV is nothing but a complete electric vehicle, or we can say electric battery will be by with respect to that, we can say that car will be operated based only on one resource, that will be a battery. Okay, so that is complete clean energy vehicle, that is BE vehicle. So we want to find out what are BEV vehicles. Okay, pure electric vehicles we want to find it out, that is battery electric vehicles. And we want to find out the total number of percentage. The next we want to find out is PHEV. PHEV is nothing but plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. So what does PHEV means here is those are hybrid. Okay, that particular vehicle will be working either on battery or on gasoline engine. Yeah, I mean to say there will be a CI engine or a combustion engine as well, and there will be a battery operated vehicle as well. In that particular car only, there will be a battery also on which the car will be working. So this is called as a hybrid engine. It is not a complete electrical, but it is called as a hybrid engine. So I hope you have understanding. So based on this two, we have to divide and find out the percentage of total vehicles of that particular electric cars, right? So this will give us an idea about how many total vehicles are there which are pure electric, and how many total number of vehicles are there which are hybrid, okay, working on electric as well and working on the CR combustion engine also, right? So I hope we have understanding this. So this is what the KPIs requirement we have from our business. Then there is charts requirement. Okay, so charts, why we analyze charts? So as we discussed, KPI give us the overall idea of the business, or at higher level how the business is performing. But what does chart provide us? It gives us, or it, when we deep dive in our data at particular data level, when we go and we increase our level of detail of seeing that particular data, then we want to find out the patterns in the data. Okay, and that those particular patterns will be decided or can be visualized by charts itself. Okay, and then there will be different charts based on the different requirements on which we will be using. Getting or not? So the first charts which we want to design is total vehicles by model year. All right. So the total number of vehicles we are going to find out is with respect to model year, and there is one condition that we want to go, or we want to find it from 2010 onwards itself, right? So we don't want to see the data which is or which is less than 2010, or we I mean to say which is less than 2011. Okay, so everything should be seen from 2011 and forward. Okay, we don't want data from 2010 and backward. Okay, so we are going to see this in the form of line chart or area chart. Okay, and the reason behind the visualization of this is it will provide us the insights on how the electric vehicle consumption or acceptance of electric vehicle is seen as from 2011 to current 2024 year. Getting it? Then we will see the total vehicles by state. Okay, by geographical map, how is the distribution of electric vehicles, that will be seen with respect to map chart. Then we want to find top 10 vehicles by make. Okay, by make is nothing but by that particular electric company or that vehicle company who is the leading, we can say, vehicle manufacturer in those electric vehicles. All right. Then we want to find out total vehicles by CAFV eligibility. CAFV is nothing but clean alternative fuel vehicle. Okay. So a clean alternative is nothing but today we know that many vehicles works on gasoline, diesel, and some of them works on pure electric, which we just saw, and some of them work on hybrid. So CAF eligibility is nothing but it is provided by government of that particular country. So whether that particular vehicle is eligible for CAFE or whether it is not eligible, or whether that particular eligibility is still under test. Okay, so that also we want to discuss. Then total vehicles by model. Okay, so each particular company or make have different models which they launch for that particular car. So with respect to that also, which is the best model of that particular make, that also we are going to see. All right. The software which we are going to use in this particular project, the first one is MS Office or Excel version which we are using here is the version 2021. So you can use any version which is greater than 2021, but I would recommend you to use the latest version. As we are not going to spend much time on Excel, so not to worry on that. So Excel version we can use anyone. Then second one, the Tableau, the main software in which we are going to visualize all this particular dashboard. That will be Tableau, and in that the version which we are using is 2022.3.0. So I would recommend you to download the latest version. Okay, so always use the latest version. So I am using right now the 2022 version, but you can use any version which is greater than 2021. All the functionalities which we are using in this particular dashboard, those will be available in those versions. So you will not face any problem. Secondly, many people do not have the Tableau desktop version or student version or a teacher's version. So you can go ahead and download Tableau Public. Okay, so Tableau Public is a free platform from where you can download it. So download the Tableau Public version. From there also it will be, I can say free for you, and all the functionalities are available in Tableau Public, whichever we are going to use right now in Tableau Desktop. All right, so you will be able to visualize in Tableau Public as well. All right, guys. So now next, what we will see our let me show you our data. Okay, so this is the data which we have in our or we are going to use in this particular project. So this will be the raw data. This is in the form of CSV file. It is a .csv file. I have downloaded this data from Kaggle website. If you just type electric vehicle population data, you will get a number of data sets. From that only I have picked one. And so whatever data we have here, let's see what is the size of the data. So when I click here, you can see at the bottom right corner, the number of rows you will see it is almost 150,000 data is there, nothing but 1.5 I can say million rows are there over here, not 1.5 million, 0.1 million, that is nothing but 150k data is there. Then here we can see the total number of fields or columns which we have here is here are 17 fields are there, right? So by using this particular data, we are going to build the interactive dashboard. So the first which we have is win. So it is not important. So we will ignore it. Then the next one is country. Okay. So from which country we have that particular data. Then the city. Okay. So we are not going to use this two. Okay. Country. The information which we see here in this country is wrong, I guess, on that particular whatever we have got the data from. Then we have a city is required. If you want, you can make use of that. Then we have state, postal code is also available for us. Then you can see a model year over here. So from which particular model year the data, or we are seeing that particular car. Then the make is nothing but the manufacturer of that particular electric vehicle. whether it is Jeep, Tesla, Hyundai, BMW, Chevrolet, all the cars are mentioned over here. Then from that particular model, or from that make, what is the name of that model? Okay, model is nothing but, let's say Hyundai have i10, i20, Mercedes have E-Class, C-Class. Likewise, those are nothing but model of that particular make. Then electric vehicle type, this is nothing but, as I have already told you, battery electric vehicle, or PHEV is nothing but plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This is BEV is nothing but those will be working and run completely on battery power, and here they will be hybrid. Okay, either they will work on electric battery, and sometimes they will be working on gasoline engines, getting or petrol engines. Then this is the CAFE eligibility. We have three population in this that clear under, if these it is eligible, then it is not eligible, and it is still eligibility is unknown because it has been not researched yet. These are the three categories which we have. Then we have the electric range over here. We don't have the we can say what we can say the unit of this. I'm sure it will be miles. We are going to describe it in miles itself, or if you find it, if it is in kilometer, you can change the unit with respect to that. Then what is the price, MSRP? So this has not been correctly populated for all the data, or we can say all the data, we can say vehicles over here, so we are not going to make use of this. Then the discrete, then this is the DOL, that is nothing but we can say license of that particular ID, right? So, or we can say vehicle ID. So this is important for us because this is the field which is I can say unique for each and every row. Okay, or we can say this is a primary key of this particular table. We know primary and foreign key. So this is important for us. So we are going to make use of this key. This will be used to find out the number of vehicles, which how to calculate the number of vehicles. So make sure you can check also this particular vehicle or this particular field is unique and have an unique value on each and every row for all the rows. All right. Then the vehicle location we have. Then we have the electric utility, right? So what is the utility of that particular electric vehicle? And then we have this particular 2020 census tract, which is not required for us, right? So this is the entire data which we have. So always remember, guys, 70 to 80% of work is done on data itself, right? Because as a data analyst, you are supposed to build different reports and dashboards, which by which the different business insights and business decisions will be taken. But for preparation of those dashboards, it is always recommended to go through data first. Okay, so 70% of time is always spent on data. How the data is there, how is the data flowing from higher granularity to lower granularity, what are the different steps in the data, right? At higher level how it is seen, at lower level what it is seen. Then after looking at the data and with respect to our problem statement, we figure out what can be shown, what cannot be shown. We see if the data is cleaned or not cleaned. And if we are working with multiple files, we have to deal with finding how to what are the different primary keys, what are the different foreign keys available in this particular data, so that it will be able to, or they will be used in future to join to each other, getting or not? So that is nothing but data modeling. Okay, we should know how to build data modeling. Once everything this is done, or 70 to 80% of what time is spent in this itself, and once it is done correctly, visualization part is very easy, getting or not? We just have to drag and drop different fields, create different calculation based on the requirements, and just to show in the form of visualization. So that is the end part, but behind that, at backend, you have to work at higher level, getting or not? So I would recommend you to spend as much as time with respect to data, whichever not only this project, whichever project you will be working, spend as much as time with the data, and you will be good to go, getting or not? So this is all about our we can say data, right? Okay, so now we will start building our dashboard in our Tableau desktop software. So I have opened my Tableau desktop. So whenever you open, you will see this particular interface in front of you. So what we have to do first is we have to go ahead and connect to data. So sometimes you will see this kind of interface, but when you click here, you will be seeing this kind of interface. So not to worry. So you have different options available here. Either you can click here to connect to data. Okay, so you'll be opened with respect to this particular dialog box. And if you are here, here you have different particular connectors available by which we are going to available, or we are going to make use of, and by with respect to that we are going to connect to our data. And if you click on more, here you have different 74 connectors apart from this by which you can connect to this particular. We can connect Tableau to different data sources which are hosted on different servers, different databases, different cloud servers, and all others. Getting not? So the data which we have right now in our system, it is a .csv file. So .csv file is nothing but it is called as a text file. So here we have an option here called as a text file. So I will just click on this text file. So the data which is available in the description, first you have to download that data, save in your system, and wherever it is located you have to browse it, and then you have to click on that data. This is the data which I have. So I will just click on this data and I will just click on open. So as soon as I do that, this particular data, or we can say data source page, will be opened in front of you, and automatically what we have, that single file only. Okay, so I have in this particular sheet you can see there is only a single sheet available in this particular entire worksheet of Excel. So automatically that a single file will be taken here. Okay, if you don't see here, so if you want to remove, you can remove likewise. And you can see this is the particular file name which we have, and this is the particular text file which we have connected to our Tableau with. So just you can just take this and you can drag it and you can leave it over here, right? So automatically you can see this particular data will be available over here, right? And here you can take move up and down. This particular layer here you can see where we can click, or we can say we can connect this particular table with help of this line here. You can see this line is available. This is nothing but it is called as noodles. Okay, and this particular window here, it is called as a logical layer. Okay, this particular layer is called as logical layer, in which we connect multiple tables with help of noodles, which is called as relationship noodles. All right, so if you want to work on joins, okay, joins are nothing but inner join, outer join, which are called as physical joins. So what happens really in physical join is nothing but by using the inner join, left join, outer join, the data is increased in physical tables, right? One single table is created where the number of rows and columns are increased. Whereas in this particular layer, that is logical layer, they are connected logically, and at visualization level they are connected to each other and brought in the form of charts and different visualization. So not to worry on that, I'm just giving you some information on that. So what we can do here is, this is a logical layer where when how to go in the physical layer. So you have to just double click on this table. So once you double click, you can see this is a physical layer, right, where you can add different tables to form different joins. All right, so I will close for now. And now let's see what are the different options right now available here. So here you can see at the left hand side, where whatever you see here, you can see type. This type is nothing but the data type. Field name is nothing but the different name of the fields which are available, which we already saw in the data walkthrough, right? Then we have this particular called as physical table. Physical table is nothing but the table or the name of the file from which it is coming, and this is called as a remote field name. Okay, so this actually remote field name is important, right? So let's say if you are trying to change any name of this particular field, so let's say I will change the name of this. So I will just right click here and I will click on rename. Okay, and I will just give it as ID. Okay, and I just click on enter. So as soon as I do, you can see field name is ID. That is nothing but the Tableau field name which is seen over here is ID. But the remote field name is nothing but the field name which is coming from the data source. That information is also stored, and that is nothing but win 1 to 10. Getting or not? So this is the difference. So this is important when you are working at higher level for number of reports, complex reports, and you want to know that what was the remote field name. And it is necessary when you are fetching the data from SQL servers, or you are fetching the data from different databases, cloud servers likewise. Getting it? So it is required to know what is the remote field name. Then this whatever this particular table you see here, it is called as metadata. Okay, that is nothing but the information of entire table and its field. Okay, and here you have an arrow button, so you can just hide it as well. Getting not? This is nothing but table details. Next, here you can see we are getting a sample of our data, so you just have to click on update now, As soon as you do, you can see you are getting first 100 rows. Okay, so first 100 rows are visible over here, and you can check if all the data is being brought correctly or not. Getting or not? So this particular data, whichever we see here, this is the data which has been taken from our Excel file, and we have to check if everything is brought or not. And here you can see 17 fields and 150,000 data is there. So this is an information which we get and which we saw in Excel as well, the same amount of rows we had and same amount of fields we had. So here we get an information of the data over here. If you want to see more rows over here, you can just type one more zero over here and just click on enter. As soon as you do, you can see you will see 1000 rows. So when you scroll down, these are 1000 rows whichever we are seeing over here. Getting or not? So this is all about the data source page. So now let's move ahead. Now we will start building our visual. So for that, we will just click on sheet over here. So I will just click on sheet, and when you click over here, so let's see whatever we have to create in problem statement. So first we will be determining our KPIs requirement, and in that first we will find out total vehicles. Okay, so I will rename this sheet. So to rename the sheet, I will just double click over here and I will name it as total vehicles. One second. Okay, so this is where we will be finding out the total vehicles of our this particular entire data set. So I have already told you, when I told you in our data set during our walkthrough, this is the field. Okay, so this is the field which is a primary key, and each and every row have unique values. Okay, so this is the field which we are going to make use of to find out the number of rows. So we have to take count of this, and if you take count, it will be taking count of each and every row. See, always remember how count works. If there is a repetitive row, let's say you are having the same value here as well, both these, so this will be counted as one time only, right? So this is what in count distinct it will be counted one time, but if you take count, everything will be counted, each and every row one time it will be counted. But when you take count distinct, it will see as a duplicate value at once only. Getting or not? So this is the difference. So I will just write the calculation field to find out our total vehicles. So just click over here, and here you can see a new calculated field I will write, and I will name it as total vehicles. Okay, and I will be using a count distinct function. So count distinct. So what count distinct will do? It will remove all the duplicate values, or we will say the number of duplicate values will be counted at once only, right? And the name suggested distinct values, right? And it is nothing but DOL. Okay, so we have to find out count distinct of DOL. Just click on OK. Now we have to bring this in visualization. So I will just take this and I will add it into text. Okay, as soon as you can see the value over here, that is 150482, the same number of field we have here, 150482. When we click on data source, the same number of rows we are having, right? So now what I will do, we will just do quick formatting of this, right? So I will just go in text, and I will just click on these three dots, and here we have this value over here, right? So this is the value. So what we will do, I will just increase its font 22, and I will click it as Tableau. Then I will just click enter over here, and I will type here as, we will give the name as total vehicles. Okay, and I will just double click over here, and we'll change the color of this. Okay, and we'll check it as hashtag 004 times A. Okay, or I think so AA and 4 times 0, right? 4 times 0, and I'll just click on OK, right? And select this again, and we will take the font size as 12. Okay, alright, just click on apply and OK, and now you can see the value has been created. That is nothing but this is the total vehicles, right? So first what we will do, we will design all our sheets. Okay, and at the end we will design our dashboard. Okay, all our KPIs and all our sheet we will design first. We will find everything, and then we will at the last we will design and build our dashboard. All right, good. Right, now next what we have to do is, as per our requirement, we have to find out our average electric range. Okay, so for that I will take a new sheet. I will just click here, I will take a new sheet, and I will name it as average electric range. Okay, this is average electric range, and for that what we have to take here is, we have if you see in the data, we have an electric range field over here, so we just have to take average of all of this. Okay, so I will just select here, and I will create a new calculation field, and I will name it as average electric range. Okay, and for this we will take aggregation as average, and we have to take it off electric range. Okay, simple. Average of electric range we will take, and I will just click on OK, and I will just bring it into text. All right, so now instead of doing this again and again, what we will do, I will just copy this and I will just delete it. Okay, this sheet I will delete. So we want the same things repetitively again and again, and instead of doing font, I mean to say, uh, giving formattings to sheet again and again, what I will do, I will just right click and I will duplicate this sheet. Okay, so once I duplicate, you can see the same thing is appeared over here, and now I will just select this and I will paste the name of our what we can say, the sheet name. Okay, and now here we have to change all of the things. So we have to take average electric range. So I will just take this and you can place it on this. Okay, so as soon as you do, you can see a black border has been formed and a plus button is there in below our cursor. So as soon as you see that, just release it and you can see it has been replaced by that value, and the font and formatting is as it is. Getting not? Then I will just go in text and now we will change this. So instead of this total vehicles, we will name it as average electric range. Getting or not? And this should be in miles. Okay, so because it is calculated, its unit will be in miles. We will add it as miles, and you just click on apply. So as soon as you do, you can see 67.88 is a average electric range. Getting or not? So I will explain you how we are going to do this. And before that, guys, okay, so what we have to do here is, you can see whatever the data which we are going to visualize, we have to do it off for 2010 onwards. Okay, so all the data which we are going to visualize, we want to visualize it about 2020, or we can say 2010. So we want to see everything from 2011 to forward 2024, right? We are in, right? So for that, what we will do, we have a model here over that we will add a filter for this. Okay, so directly add a data source filter, right? Because we want it to be entire data source and at entire data sheet. So at data source level itself, we will add this filter. So for that, right click over here, and here you have an option called edit data source filter. I'll just click on that and you can just add over here, right? And we have to find it for model here. Okay, so by using this, we are going to apply. I will just click on OK. So everything more than 2020 we want. Okay, so at the most we will take. Okay, so or at least we want, or we can take range of values, just take range of values from 2000. One second, just select this, and we want everything from 2011. Okay, so we will just select everything from 2011 to 2024. But if we want to make that 2024 should be coming always again and again, I mean to say, you don't have to manually change this filter. So for that, what I will do, I'll just take it back to our original position, and you can say it should be at least, okay, it should be starting from 2011. Okay, so you can say, what does this mean, that it will always start from 2011 and end value will be automatically updated when we go in next year. So if you go in 2025, this value will be automatically populated. The least value should be 2020, or we can say 2011. Getting or not? And I will just click on OK, and this filter is an added. You, as soon as I hit OK, you can see the data source filter will be applied on all of these numbers, and this number will get changed. So when I just click on OK, you can see the number is slightly changed. And if you want to see here, so let's see, I will just add this into filter. Okay, and you can see the right now values are starting from 2011 and 2024, because this is a quick filter over here, and we have already added our data source filter. So when I click here, you can see this is the data source filter which we have already added. When you double click, you can see this is the filter which we have added, that is at least 2011 and everything above that. Getting or not? Just click on. Similarly, the average electric range also has been changed somewhat, right? So this is the fun thing which we have to do. Next, as per our problem statement, we have to find out total BEV vehicles and its percentage, right? So for that, what I will do, I will just right click and I'll duplicate the same sheet, and I will name it as, let's name it as total. Just double click here, total BEV vehicles, right? Now we will take a calculation, right? So now we have to find out only those vehicles which are BEV. BEV is nothing but battery electric vehicle. Those vehicles which are only operated on battery, and there is no other petrol engine or gasoline engine as an hybrid for it. It is purely operated on electric battery. Getting or not? So I'll just click here, create a calculated field, and I will name it as total BEV vehicles. Alright. So now we have to find out. So we have to apply here if condition, right? So if electric vehicle type, okay. So if the electric vehicle type, when you see in the Excel sheet over here, so let me show you. So you can see if electric vehicle type is equal to this, then we have to find the count. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just copy this. Okay. So always remember, instead of typing, just copy it from data source itself so that you will not have any spelling mistake, because the calculations which we'll be writing here are case sensitive. So if it is equal to, in double inverted comma, I'll add this. Okay. So if it is equal to this, then what we want is DOL. Okay. So then we want DOL. I will just enter over here, then DOL, and we will end this. Okay. And what we want, this is valid, but what we want, count distinct of this. So what we will do, I will add a count distinct before this. So I will add count distinct. Okay. I have opened the bracket over here, right? So bracket has been opened, and inside this I have wrote this function, and at the end I will close this bracket, right? So you can see it is valid. So for this condition we are taking count distinct. So count distinct of total, or we can say DOL vehicle ID. For what condition? If this is equal to this. So I hope you are understanding what condition. So if this is equal to BEV, then we want to find out the total DOL and its count distinct. That is nothing but count. And I will just click on apply and OK. And I will just take this and I will place it on this. Okay, you can see these are the number of total BEV vehicles. So we will change this as well. So just go here and we will name it as total BEV vehicles. Getting? You can see it has been applied. But what we have to do is we also have to find out the percentage of total for that. So for that, what we will do, I will just go over here and I will write one more calculation field for that, and I will name it as percentage of BEV vehicles. Okay, so percentage is nothing but what, we have to take ratio of BEV vehicles divided by the total number of vehicles we have. So very simple. So total BEV vehicles, okay, divided it by total number of vehicles. That is nothing but total vehicles, right? Total BEV vehicles for BEV divided by the total vehicles we have in our data set, which we have already calculated. Just click on OK. And now what we will do, we will just take this and I will add it into text. And you can see it is 77%. But we have to convert this into percentage. To do that, what we will do, I will just right click here. So this is the field. Right click here, click on format. Okay, and here you have a numbers. Click on numbers. I will click on percentage. Okay, and I will just click on one decimal. So as soon as you do, you can see it has been converted into percentage format. So now we will do some formattings again over here. So what I will do is, in front of this I have to add some text that is nothing but percentage of total. So I will add it as percentage of total. Okay, triple inward, we can say colon, and select this entire thing. We'll take the font as 14 and we will change the color to this and just click on apply. Okay, blue color, and okay. And now you can see it has been perfectly created. The number of BEV vehicles and percentage of total. Getting? Right, so this was for total BEV vehicles. Now next we will find out for total EHV vehicles. Okay, so now let's find out, as per our problem statement, we have to find out for total EHV vehicles and same the percentage of total, right? So what we will do, I'll just right click on this sheet and I will duplicate it. Okay, the same sheet we'll be using, and instead of PHEV, we want BEV, we want PHEV, and I will remove this 2 as well. Okay, hit enter. Alright. So now we will make changes over here itself. So what I will do, I will just write a calculation field and I will name it as total PHEV vehicles. Okay, and same formula we have to use, that is count. Okay, count distinct. and in that we have to write down if statement. If, okay, electric vehicle type, okay, if electric vehicle type, we will copy it from here, that is if it is equal to PHEV, this, okay, then, okay, then what we want, DOL, okay, that is vehicle ID, and we have to close the end statement, and then we will close the bracket. All right, so in this way we have written our calculation, right? So I will just click on OK, and now I will just take this and I will place it on this, okay, on the top, okay, top fill. I'll just close it, and you can see the number has been changed. Now we have to find out percentage of total. So for that, what I will do, I will write one more calculation field, and I will name it as percentage of PHEV vehicles, okay, and I will name it as total PHEV vehicles, right? Total PHEV vehicles divided by total vehicles. Same formula we have taken for BEV. We have taken total BEV vehicles divided by total number of vehicles which are available in entire data sets from 2011 to 2024. So that particular filter which we applied, that data source, it will be applied for entire worksheet, and whichever worksheet which we will be designing in this particular project, in this video further, it will be applied for those filter or that particular sheets automatically, because it is at data source level. I will just click on OK, and then I will just drag it and I will replace it on this. Okay, just you can see the number has been changed. Now we will just change its formatting. Right click and click on format, go here, go to percentage, and just for one decimal. All right, so in this way we have created our KPIs, right? So here you can see we have created our KPIs, and just let me give you the insight from here. You can see here the total vehicles are 150,000, right? And average electric range of all the vehicles, of all these vehicles, the average electric range is 67.83 miles. Getting or not? And if you see for BEV vehicles, okay, so now I already told you BEV are only operated on electric vehicle, or sorry, electric battery. Out of 158,000, 116, or we can say 116,750, this miles we have to remove. Okay, this has been removed. I will remove this. Okay, so out of this many vehicles are there, okay, which comes under BEV, which are purely working on electric battery. That is 78% almost. Getting or not? So it is a huge number, right? 78% of total entire vehicles are purely electric. Whereas, okay, I'll just remove here also. Whereas, if you can see here, only 33,000 of entire vehicles are PHEV vehicles. So this also we have to change. We'll change it to PHEV. Okay, that is means what? They are hybrid vehicles. They are battery plus combustion engine vehicles, right? Those are not pure. Only 22%, or we can say, right? You know. So this is the insight generated. So most of them are what we can say. Majority of them are towards what, electric vehicle, but still we have 22%. So we have to reduce this. Getting or not? All right. So now next, as per our charts requirement, okay, so we'll now look for charts requirement. We have to find out total vehicles by model year. Okay, so I'll just copy this, so it will be our sheet name. You can type it. Okay, so we have to find out total vehicles by model year. So I will just click here, and I will just, and I will enter. Okay, so we have to find out total vehicles by model year, and you can see we have to visualize the area chart for this line or area chart, whichever is visible for us, but we will be using combination of both, because we are going to make use of dual axis chart. Getting it? So for that we will be taking model year. Okay, so we'll be taking model year, and I will add it into columns, and here you can see it is starting from 2011 and ending at 2024. Okay, you can see mark is only available, this 2010 is present but no mark is available. Now what we will do, we will take total vehicles. We have already calculated total vehicles, and we'll add it into rows over here. All right, so here you can see we are getting this particular range. So if you want to limit this range, you can do this. Just double click over here. Okay, as soon as you do, you can see uh let's keep it fixed. Okay, for here you can see we will be starting this at 2011. Okay, let's start this at 2011, and here we will keep it as automatic. Okay, so ending, so you can keep this automatic also, and this also automatic. But why we are keeping the start as 2011? Because we are only always going to start at 2011, but ending is what? And it might be today is 2024, or tomorrow it might be 2025, 2026, 2027, likewise. Getting or not? So I'll just close this. See, if you want to remove this, what you can do is you will just right click here and you can create this to display. Okay, so you can see it will be starting from 2024, and here you can make it as now line. Okay, and you can click on enter it. Because continuous axis, always remember continuous axis, they are we can say they are dependent on each other, right? So the values are dependent on each other, whereas discrete means what? They are we can say they have their own bucket, right? 2011 is dependent on it, is independent of other values, right? So they will solely start from here and they will solely end at here. Getting not? So it's better said we will convert this into discrete. Getting or not? So now next what we will do, I will just convert this into line area chart, right? And we'll change the color to this particular. Okay, this is fine. Okay, and we'll change the color later when we take this into visualization. Getting? And what we have to do is we have to create one more axis, right? So for that, what I will do, I'll press control on your keyboard, keep pressing, take this and drag it over here. You can see below my cursor there is a plus, you can say symbol is there. Release it and then release your control. Okay, so you can see one more chart has been created due to this particular thing, and you can see here two particular marks card are being created. One is for this and second one is for this. Okay, so just click on second one and instead of area just choose line. Okay, so you can see we have line and one is area. Now what I will do is just right click here and click on dual axis. Okay, means what? They have been merged on each other. Getting or not? And now you can see there are this one axis and this is second axis. This is called dual axis. Right now right click over here and just click on synchronize axis. Why we do this? Synchronizing is why important, so that whatever axis we can say labels are there starting from 0, then the range is 5k, then 10k, same should be present over here, right? If it is not present over here, then there is no meaning of showing dual axis charts. Getting not? And now we will hide this. So what I will do is right click here and I will just click on show header. So it will be going from here. So let me see if we are showing or not. No, we are not showing. Just right click over here, just click on show header. So we'll remove everything from here. Getting? Here also we will remove this. Okay, and now we have all these particular years likewise we have here. Right now we will do some quick formattings on this. So just go here and here we will choose this particular dark green. Okay, and we'll just increase the size of this particular line, that is nothing but thickness of this line. So you can see the thickness has been increased of this line which is on this area chart. Now next we have to give labels. Okay, so I will just go here in total vehicles and I will bring it into labels. So labels are there, just click on labels and here on alignment click here and alignment click on top. Okay, just we will do top alignment, so all will be at the top of this line. Okay, now we will just convert this into thousands. So for that I will just right click here, click on format, go to numbers, go to number custom for one decimal and display unit to 1000. So you can see it has been converted. Now go to labels, go here and here we will take it to as 8 and we'll make it as Tableau semi bold. Click on apply. Getting? So now it has been converted to whatever we want now. Alright. Now next what we will do, we have to add an average line over here. So average line is nothing but for each year, if you calculate what is the average of each year. So this is average line. So if you take average is nothing but addition of all this and divided by total number of years we have. So what we will do, to take an average line we have to go in analytics. Okay, so go in this analytics page and here you have an average line. So just drag it over here. So as soon as you drag, you can see there are three particular options available: table, pane and cell. Okay, so we don't have pane and cell over here. Pane means what? If you are dividing this particular graph into other subcategories or different sections. Cell means what? For each and every we can say this particular 2011 2012 it will find an average. We don't want that as well. We want to find out entire table. You can see one line is there, so I'll just click and release it over here and you can see average line has been created over here. So we'll just quickly format this and go in format and just go on edit. Okay, and here we want to show here the value for this. Okay, so for that what we will do, you'll just go on here go on label competition. Here we'll click on value, and or we can say custom, and we'll just click here average colon, and here click on this, and we want the value over here, right? So you can see average and then the value is applicable. Just click on OK. The line which we have to show here, just click on right and format. The line we will be showing as dash line, right? And it should be this particular, and we'll show it as in blue color, this one. Okay, so this is the average line, right? So now what insight you can generate from here? Okay, what is the take from this particular chart? You can see when we start from 2011, as we go forward in our years, like we are right now in 2024, the trend of electric vehicles is increasing. You can see by each year they are increasing. So adoption of electric vehicle by countries, different vehicles, or we can say different manufacturers, they are also focusing on electric vehicles. And you can see in 2023 the peak was there. Now you can see in 2024 we just have 0.6k, that is 600, we can say values is there. Why it is there? Because the data is only for mid of January. 2024 is still going on, so it is still for mid of January. Whenever the data will be populated, you just have to update your Excel sheet and just refresh. You have to just click on this particular refresh button. Okay, or you have to go in data, you have to right click here, and you have to click on this particular refresh button. As soon as you do that, Excel sheet data will be updated in Tableau, and you can see the new visuals here, right, with new data. Getting? So for 2024, the data is still pending. 2024 is still going on. So at the end of the year, we will see what will be the value. But for now, 2023 has the peak, and I'm sure that 2024 will be again having the highest peak. So trend is exponential. You can see exponential growth is there, right? So the adoption of electric vehicle is, going on, increasing day year by year. All right, and the manufacturers also focusing on the, we can say green vehicle or green source of energy. That is nothing but electrical energy. All right. So this was total vehicles by model year. So next, as per our chart, what we have to do here is we have to find out total vehicles by state. Okay, so for that we will take a new sheet, and I will just copy this. Okay, I'll paste it over here. Total vehicles by state, right? So now for that, always remember, whenever we have to draw some geographical map, we have to make use of latitude and longitude. So for that, what I will do, I will take latitude and I will add it into rows, and I will take longitude and I will add it into columns. Okay, so you can see a map has been created, but to give and meaningful reason for this map, to see the map, we have to make use of this state. Okay, so I will take state and I will add it into details. So as soon as you do, you can see 41 unknowns are there. In some of you might see the map, but in some cases you won't see. So for that, what we have to do, on this unknown, just right click, or you can see just click on this unknown, double click on this unknown, edit the location. So right now country and region is India. See, in whichever state and whichever country you are, by default Tableau will take that particular country. It is your task that you should change it. Okay, so for now all the states which we have, the data which we have is from United States, so we have to change it. So just click here, go to fixed, and just click here United States, find United States, just click here and just click on this. Okay, and now just click on OK. As soon as you do, you can see all the values are populated over here. Getting or not? And two unknown are there, that is fine, just we'll just hide this indicator, and instead of automatic we want here as shapes. Sorry, here from here we will change it to shape map. Okay, so this is the map which we are going to visualize. Getting or not? And now what we will do, we have to show some different values over here. So I will just take total vehicles and I will add it into colors first. Okay, and now you can see Alaska and this particular Hawaii, and I'm not sure what is the state. We will filter this out because only one vehicle is there over here, and this is 8. So I'll just filter this out. Just you just have to click here, and you have to just click on exclude. Okay, then you can see it is not been properly fit here. You can just click on this particular and it will be visible over here. Similarly, here also you will just click and you will just click on exclude, and you can see you are having a proper US map. Next, what we will do, we'll change the color of this. So whatever the color which we have added in this particular for shape map, I will change this color. Just double click on this and we will choose it as green color because the theme which we have is green color. Okay, and now we want to give the numbers also over here. So take electric vehicles, total vehicles, and add it into labels. Okay, and now we will change these labels. I will make it as 8 and we will make it as semi bold. Okay, right. So now again, what insight is generated from here? From here, you can see the state Washington. Okay, so data, I'm sure that data is only for Washington, but few of the data is taken from other states as well. The Washington data have, we can say, 99% of all the vehicles are from Washington. Okay, so whatever the data we have is from Washington, and very few of them are from these other states. Okay, so this is what data says. All right, so this is what total vehicles by state. All right, now next what we have to find out is top 10 uh, total vehicles by May. Okay, so to do that, I will take a new sheet and I will just take this as, I just control C and I will just paste it over here. Okay, that is top 10 total vehicles by May. Okay, so now make we have here, I will just take it into roads. So there are so many companies are there which make electric vehicles, but we just have to find top 10 which are more focused towards electric vehicles. Okay, and we have to find out total vehicles, so I will just add it into columns, and now we'll just sort it. Okay, sort it from descending order. So you can see these are the trend. Maximum is Tesla, then Nissan, Chevrolet, and all those things, right? Next we have to find out top 10. So for that I will take make and I will add it into filters, and we have to use top condition by field, and we want top 10. Okay, but what we will do, we should have an ability that now I want to see top 10, top 15, top 5, top 3. For that, you have an option here called create a parameter. I will just click on create parameter. So this parameter will help you to take, we can say, to select value manually with whether you have to see top n, top 3, top 4, by top 5. And I will name it as top n. Okay. Next, so minimum is 1 and maximum is, I will just keep it as 15. It is only allowed that you can see either 1 or you can see 15. Okay, and the current value we will keep it as 10. Okay, whenever the workbook will be open, by default he will see top 10. That is nothing but current value, right? If you want to change top 5, you can change it, but it is, we will keep top 10 itself. I will just click on OK. Okay, and I'll just click on apply. As soon as you do, you can see only top 10 are visible for here. And from here, I will just click on entire view. Getting or not? And here I will just right click and I will just click on show header. Axis will be gone. Here I will just click here and I will hide it. Okay, so we will give the we can say labels for this. So I will just take total vehicles, I will add it into labels. So the label has been added, and from here we'll just 9 we will keep it and we'll make it a semi bold. Apply. Okay. Okay guys, and we'll change the color of this chart to green. Perfect. Okay, because everything is green, so we'll keep it as green itself. All right, so let's see what we are doing here. Okay, 1 second, we'll make it as Tableau media. Perfect. All right guys, so now what insight is generated from here? You can see Tesla is the maximum or we can say it is contributing 68. So let's say we want to find out percentage as well. So we want to see percentage. So I will just right click here and I will just name it as quick table calculation. Okay, this is a table calculation to find out percentage of total. And I will just click on percentage. You can see Tesla is itself contributing to 57%, 52% of entire vehicles. Okay, electric vehicle, this is the king, Tesla. That is more than 50% they themselves are making. Getting or not? So we have shown the percentage over here, but we want to show our original value also. That is total vehicles. So we'll just take again total vehicles here and I will add it into labels. And you can see at below this total is also available and the percentage is also available. But we want it into one line. So we will go into labels, go here, and we'll just select this top. Control X. Here we will add one backspace. Click here. Okay, at this end, we will add one semicolon and then we will paste this. Okay, apply. Okay, and now you can see this is the total numbers 68,000 and it's percentage of total, right? So we can see two values in one single chart. Getting not? The second highest is Nissan, which is just 10%. Third is Chevrolet, and out of 10, you can see in top 10 which are available. Ford is there, BMW, Toyota, Volkswagen, Volvo is there, Jeep is there. This only falls in top 10. But let's say you want to see top 15. So for that you have created one parameter. So this is the parameter available over here. I will just right click over here and I will just click on show parameter. Okay. And if you want here, I will just right click over here and you will just click on type in. Slider means what? It will, when you slide this, it will show top 9. You can see top 8 is there now. If you want to see top 5, only 5 are available, right? But I will just click on type in means what? You can type here. So let's say I want to see top 15. So you can see these are top 15 available over here, right? In top 15, Hyundai is added, Audi is there. Um, I don't know what is this. Rivian is there, Mercedes Benz is also there. Getting or not? But here you can see I have selected 15, but the title still says top 10. So we can make this title also dynamic. So to do that, what I will do, I will just double click on this. Okay. And first I will do what I will just copy this entire title, then double click here and paste this title over here, right? So now instead of this top 10, okay, I will just delete this and I want here this value, whatever this name also, it should be dynamic. So I'll just click on top and here click on insert, and here you can insert a parameter over here. Just I will insert the parameter, and now here you can see top, the parameter value, it will be feeding this parameter value, whichever will be added over here, it will be feeded over here, and then the value, and just click on apply. Here you can see top 15. Now when I change it back to say top 8, when I hit here top 8, here you can see the name is also changing. Getting or not? Top 10, again the name will be changed, right? So it will not misguide the viewer that what we are showing top 10 or top 3. Here we are showing top 15, but it chart title sheets, this still says top 10, right? So you can make the chart title also dynamic by using parameters. Okay, so I hope you have learned something from here. All right, guys. So this was top. Now most important thing, which is important, that let's say we are applying some filters over here. So let's say we are applying state filter, or we will apply the, yeah, let's say we are applying 2 3 filters over here. That is, let's say by electric utility, or we'll say state. Okay, so we will apply a filter over here by state, use all, apply, okay. Okay, and I'll just right click and I'll show this filter. Okay, I will just uncheck everything, and let's say you just want to see for Washington. Okay, so this is for Washington. Then let's say you want to see for California, right? Similarly, you can click on all also, and let's say you want to add one more filter, that is electric vehicle type. Okay, so just take this, add it to the filter over here, click on use all, apply, okay. Right click over here, click on show filter, right? So now let's say I want to only see for plugged in. Okay, so I want to see for plugged in. So you can see for plugged in, we are showing top 10. Okay, we are showing your top 10 is there, but we can see only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but it should show top 10 na, getting or not? But why it is showing top 7 only? Why? Because guys, I'm not sure if you have studied or not filter operation of filters. Okay, I will show you. Just I'll just take a new site over here, and I'll just show you Google's Tableau filter order of operation. Okay, okay. This Tableau's order of operation, if you see here, you can see here. Whenever we are using top n, we have already used here top n. So let me show you. We are using here top n filter, right? Top n filter we are using. We have used the condition, and whenever you are using top n filter, so always remember it is always executed before the dimension filter. So these are dimension filters. So always remember, if you are using top n, you should add it into context. Okay. So whichever filters we are using here now, it should be used under context filter. So context filter is nothing but it is passing all the other filters through that particular context filter, and then it is showing up the results. Okay. So if you want to learn about context filter, you can go ahead and watch some videos, or also you can see it on Tableau help. So for that electric vehicle type, what we will do, I will just right click here and I will add it to context. As soon as I do, so you can see now you are seeing the 10 values over here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Getting not? So always remember, if you are using top n, always remember that whichever filters we are going to make use na, so always remember we are going to make use all of these filters. So all of these filters we have to put in context because you are using top filter over here, right? We can use other options are also available like by using index and rank function, but it is recommended to use this particular inbuilt functions which Tableau have to increase the performance of this particular report. All right. So we have to add a make also, not make because make we have already used over here for copy, and state also we have to add here. Context, add to context, right? Always remember whichever filters are context now, they will be at the top, and this particular dimension filter it will be below this. And at this filter we have applied top n. So when I right click and edit filter, you can see we have you applied the top filter over here. Getting or not? So this is the reason we put into context, and I hope you're understanding this. If you haven't, I have tried to explain with the best possible way. If you haven't understood, go and check the Tableau documents. All right. So this is the top 10 vehicles by make. All right. The next we have to find out is total vehicles by CAFV, and if we are going to design a donut chart for this. All right. I'll take a new chart over here. I'll just paste this. That is total vehicles by CAFE eligibility. So now donut chart is not available directly for us, right guys? So for that we have to create the pie chart, and by making use of pie chart by using some calculations, we have to convert it into a donut chart. So for that what we will do, so we have to find it with respect to CAFE eligibility. So this is the CAFE eligibility. I will just take this and I will add it into rows, and instead of automatic I will just choose here as pie. Okay, so you can see three pies are created, but we don't want three pies, so I will just take this and I will add it into colors, and you can see one single pie is created. And instead of standard I will just select your entire view, so it will be properly fit into my this particular page, right? So now we have to add angles because right now all of these three are having at equal angles, right? So now we will have total vehicles, and I will add it into angle. Now you can see they have been changed. Getting or not? Now, but we have to convert this to a donut chart. So for that, what I will do, I will double click in this particular rows, and I will write here as a calculation as average of 0. I am writing average of 0. Just click enter. You can see one axis has been created, and on that our pie chart is there. Okay. I will just press Control. Okay, drag this as we did for the line chart and area chart, and release it over here. You can see two chart will be created because there are two measures here, right? First and second, and here two marks card will be also created. So go on second marks card and remove everything from here. You can see this second one, right? Then just right click over here and click on dual axis. Now these two are merged on each other. Then go to first one again, click on size and just increase the size of it, right? You can see we have increased the size, and now go on second one and we'll increase the size of the grid like this, right? Now I will just right click here and I will just click on show header, right? So in this way we have created. Now this particular inner color of this particular donut, or we can say pie, it should match the background. So we will go in the second marks card. In colors we'll choose it as white, and now you can see it has been converted. Now go to our first marks card, that is this one, right? And now we have to give labels over here. So for that I will take total vehicles, I will add it into labels. You can see labels is there, but we want percentage of total. So I will right click over here, click on quick table, and I will click on percentage. So we are having a percentage. Again we want to show the total number also. So again take total vehicles and click on the labels, right? As well as if you see in this, we want to show here this particular names also over here. So what I will do, I will take the CFV and I will add it into labels. But you can see these labels are very large. Okay. So what we will do, we will convert them. Okay. So we will give some alias to them. So for that, I will just right click over here and I will just click on alias. Alias is nothing but the temporary name which we give in our visualization, so that if you want to change the name, if you want to change the spelling mistakes, make capital, or if you want to use shorter name, then it is used. So you can see the member is this, but if you want to give some different alias, what we will do, we just give here as CAFV eligible. We'll use short form. Similarly, this is eligibility is unknown. Okay. We'll give it as CAFE unknown. Alright. Then this is what not eligible. So CAFE not eligible. Okay. As soon as I hit OK, you can see these values will be changed over here. Alias is nothing but the temporary name which we give, right? And if you want to clear the alias, you can just click on clear. All will be again with original names will be there. Just click on OK, and you can see the names has been changed over here, right? Now we will do some formattings over here. Go to labels, go here. So we want this as top, then we want this control X. Next to this or below this, we want this. Okay, then semicolon and this, and then select this 8, and we'll make it as Tableau's medium. Click on apply. Okay, perfect. Now you can see the CFE eligibility which is unknown, it is 46%, right? Unknown means what? Research is still going on those particular vehicles, if they are eligible with government standards or not. All right, then how many? 41% of vehicles are eligible, which is good, right? That they are meeting the government standards and they can be run on the that particular roads. And not eligible are almost 12%, right? So 17,000 vehicles are there which are not eligible, so they have to rework on their engines, they have to rework on their norms, and then fall in the correct norms of whatever government have decided, right? So for this, what we'll do, we'll give some colors. So I'll just go in colors, click on edit colors. Okay, and from here click on automatic, and here we'll choose green color. Okay, so for CFV eligibility, we will just give some dark green color. For not eligible, we will just give light green, and for this we'll just give medium green. Just click on apply. Perfect. Okay. All right. So this is the green color theme which we are going to set. Getting next. So next, what we have to find out is total vehicles by model. Okay, and we have to create a grid view for that. I will just take a new, and I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. That is total vehicles by model. So first I will take model. I will take model and I will add it into rows. Then we want make, I will add it over here. Then we want electric vehicle type, we will add it over here. Alright. And then we want the total numbers, right? Total vehicles, we will add it into here. You can add it into text or you can drop it over here, right? So it will show us the values over here, right? But we want percentage. So first we will find out percentage, right click over here and just click on percentage of total, right? Then we have to show it in the form of percentage. So here also, for that I'll just, okay, so it is already in percentage. So you are seeing that it is 0.8, but it is the value of that particular field only. Then we will just take total vehicles and just double click over here. So you can see total vehicles will be also there. But we want first total vehicles and then this particular thing. So I will just drag this below this. Okay, so you can see here. Now just click on this particular model. Select this model and just go on this particular sort. You can see it will be sorted from descending to ascending. Getting? And now what we will do, here you can see this particular total electric vehicle type, these wordings are very large, so we will just use abbreviation. So again we will give some alias for that. So I'll just right click over here and just click on alias, and here instead of this we'll just name it as BEV, and here we'll name it as PHEV, and just click on OK. Okay, so now you can see these are affected, right? So now you can see electric vehicle type, and this also will change. Right click. Okay, so we want to change this also, electric vehicle type. So we'll just change the name of this entire field itself. We will name it as EV type. Okay, that is nothing but electric vehicle type. Alright guys, now what we have to do here is we have to give some colors to this, right? So for that, what I will do, I will take total vehicles and I will add it into colors. You can see colors, but behind this text the boxes should be given the colors. For that I will just go here, go in automatic, and select here square. So you can see colors are given to the boxes which are there behind. That is for sale colors will be given. Now I'll just click on this and we'll change it to green color because we want everything to green, or we'll just choose it as okay, green is fine. Click on apply and click on OK. Perfect. You can see model Y of Tesla is of, you can say 28,000. It is contributing to almost 19%. Model 3 of same again Tesla is contributing, and third one is leaf model of Nissan company, which is again BEV. All of first 5 to 6 are BEV itself, right? Those are not we can say uh, what we can say is hybrid, right? Most of them are BEV, that is purely battery electric vehicles. All right. So this is in this way we have designed all of our charts. Now, and what we have to do is at the end we have to create a dashboard and we have to show everything in the form of dashboard. So let's see how to do that. All right, guys. Now we will create a dashboard. So for that, first I will take a new dashboard from here. So I will just click on his. So here you can see it says new dashboard. I will just click on this and I will name it as, or we will just name it later. So this is the default size which we have. The size of the dashboard is 1000 by 800 pixels. But I will change the size of the dashboard. I will be using a PowerPoint, size of the dashboard. So I'll just click here. Then just go on this particular, change the size from here, and you can see you have an option here called, let me check, PowerPoint. Okay, so you can see 1600 by 900. So this will be the dashboard size which I will be using. You can use anything, you can use automatic, whichever you think you can use that. All right. So now I will just add the dashboard title over here. So you can see you have an option here called, just click on this and you can see the dashboard title will be added, and we'll name the dashboard title as electric vehicle data analysis. I'll just copy it from here. So you can just type it. Okay, I'll just paste it over here and you can see the font which I will be using is, just select this entire thing, Tableau Bold and 2022. Apply. Okay. Okay. So this will be the font. Right now, first thing what we will do, we'll just start placing our we can say the KPIs. Okay, so for that I will take a horizontal container. Okay, so just take a horizontal container over here and add it here. Getting? And now what I will do, I will take one blank and I will add it at the bottom. Okay, so you can see blank will be just guide for me. Okay, always remember the blank I have used as a guide for me. Eventually I will delete it. So this is the horizontal container you have. You can see, if I see here in layout, and you can see the item hierarchy over here, you can see this is the field we have, then this is the file tile in which we have an horizontal container, and this is the blank. Okay, so everything will be designing in this particular. So I'll just reduce the size of this, and you can see this is the horizontal container we have. Go to the dashboard, right? And now I will add our vehicles. Okay, so I will just add one by one our all KPIs. So I will just take total vehicles and I will add into this container. Just increase the size a bit. Okay, then I will take the second one and I will add it into this container itself. Okay, so this is our second one. Then just take third one, I will add it over here. Fourth, and okay, so the four KPIs we have. And then select this. Okay, so now we want to give equal space to all of this. Okay, select this container. You have a drop down over here. Go to more options and just click on option here called as distribute content evenly. So as soon as I click here, you can see each particular KPI will be taking an equal shape or equal size of this particular, we can say, entire horizontal container which we designed. Now here you can see this, here you can see it is called as a name of our sheet. Okay, so we want to hide it. So just right click over here and just click on hide title for all of this. Right click, hide title, right click and hide title. Here also I will just right click and just click on hide title. Alright, now what I will do, just select this. Okay, select this sheet, and here instead of standard I will just click on fit width. Okay, click on fit width, right? Or we can just click on entire view. Okay, entire view is auto fit width, and now you can see I want this to be at center. So for that I will go in this sheet. So to go in this sheet, from here also you can go, just select the sheet, and here you have an option called go to sheet. Or from here also you can go to sheet. You can see here you have an options called, you can see go to sheet options is available. So from here I will go to sheet, go to text, go to alignment. Okay, here you have an alignment and click on center. Okay, you'll just click on center alignment. Here also we'll just click on center alignment. For all of these we'll make the alignment as center. This one is also remaining, just click the alignment as center. Okay, and now just go to dashboard and you can see alignment is center. Now select the second one, instead of standard click on fit width. Sorry, click on fit width. Here also we have choose fit width. Here also we will choose entire view, or we will choose just fit width here also, and here also we will choose fit width. Okay, and I will just reduce this size. Perfect. This is the KPIs which we have created. Now what I will do, select this KPI. Okay, now we want to select this entire container which we have created. So first select the KPI, any KPI you can select this KPI. Okay, now you can see a box is there that is by two lines, and you can see a four arrow has been created. Double click on this four arrow. As soon as you do, you can see entire container is selected. Now go to layout and you will give the background for this. I'll just click on this particular background. So we are giving this background for this. All right, and the opacity which we will be using is 50%. Okay, so 50% will be the opacity for us. Now you can see here there are some gray marks has been created over here. So to remove it, what I will do, select this container, go to layout, and from here click on background as white. You can see the background will go. Similarly for this also, create background as white. All right, so in this way we can see the background has been removed from here. Now we will increase the we can see the distance between each of these. We'll increase the padding. So just select this and we'll increase the padding to 6. Just click here 6. Similarly for this also we'll increase to 6 for all of this. Okay, so you can see now a scroll bar has been created. Why? Because it is not having enough space to fit over here. So I'll just select this our two arrow and we will just increase this likewise. Okay, and you can see the size is been now perfectly matched over here. Getting or not? So now just select this and click on entire view. Here also click on entire view. Perfect. Alright. Now this has been perfectly matched now. Now what we will do, you can see we have to add this particular entire panel over here, which will say as a filter panel. So for that I will just go here and I will take this particular vertical. Why? Because we want to add the we can say different filters vertically, so we will take vertical object over here, right? We can see vertically it is allowing us to apply the images vertically. You can see these two sections, it is allowing us to add the images and other containers as vertically or sheets as vertical. So I will just drag it and I will place it at left end. Okay, so here I will add it and you can see entire grayed out is there I will add it and I will just replace it, and you can see it has been created likewise. But I want this title at the top, so I will just take the title and I will take it at top. Okay, so likewise you can see at the top the title will be there, and then I will just reduce this size likewise and increase the size of the title as well, like this. Okay, perfect. Now we want to give color to this, right? So the green color, so I'll just select this, go to layout, go to background, and we'll just use the color. So I will just see the code of this color what we are using here. So it's this one. Okay, and 20% is the opacity. All right, so just go to background, more colors, and we will paste the code as hashtag 00FF77. Click on OK, and the opacity we are going to use it as 20%. Okay, so this will be the color. Similarly for this also, this and the opacity as 20%. Perfect. Alright guys, so now this will be the color codes which we are going to use. Now next I will just select this also and will give the padding for this also, right? That is inner out padding of 6. Okay. Alright, so this will be the padding, or for at top we'll just reduce it to perfect, or we just reduce it to 0. Right, now this looks good. Okay. Now next what we have to do is we have to add our this particular things, that is charts over here, right? So now to add the charts, what I will do, we have to go here in this here and we'll add one more horizontal container over here. So I will add a horizontal container over here. So this is what our blank. Okay, now this is a horizontal container and we have to add this two sheet, that is number of that is nothing but this first one, that is this chart, and second this is this second chart in this. Okay, and I will just reduce it likewise. All right, so we'll try to give it as equal space. All right, now next what we'll do, we'll do some quick formattings for this. So I'll just double click on this and I will just choose this as 12. We'll make it as W bold, apply. Okay, and we'll just right click here, click on format title, and we'll give shading to this particular title as this. Okay, this one shading will give off, right? So this will be the shading for our title. And now we will just quickly format this chart as well. So I'll just right click on this, click on the format. Okay, so we want to change this particular to Tableau medium, and we want the size as 8. Okay, perfect. Alright, then right click on this, click on format. We want to remove all these grid lines and all these borders over here. So go on borders and just click on row divider as none, column divider as none. Then go to grid here, click on zero lines as none, axis ticks as none. Okay, go to rows and this as also none. You can see the chart is purely clean now. Similarly for this also, select this and we'll choose it as 12, W bold, apply, okay. Right click, format, and shading for this will be this. Same, similarly. Okay, we'll select this again and we'll change the color of this to this particular color. That is red color which we gave for this, right? Apply, okay. Similarly for this also we'll choose same color. Okay, now we'll do some formattings on this also. You can see some borders are available. We'll remove those. So right click, format, click on borders and click on row divider as none, and for this also click on none. Okay, now select this sheet. Now we want to select this entire container, so click on this particular arrow, double click, and you can see entire container has been selected. Then go to layout, go to background, and we'll give this as color this and opacity as 50. Perfect. Now select this and we will give this as 6 padding, and this also we will give this as 6 padding. Alright, so now this was our total vehicles by model year. Getting, and this is total vehicles by state. Next we have to add the last one, right? So now I will just click on here, and now we will add this one more horizontal container at this top here. This was our blank, this is horizontal container, this is blank. We will delete this blank now, we don't want this, and this is entire horizontal container which we just added. And now here first we have to add our dashboard top pane. Okay, we'll remove these filters for now, just delete those. This one we want. Then the donut chart. Okay, just increase the size, and then this particular. Okay, so just try to fit it properly over here. Okay, so what we will do, we will just reduce this donut chart. So just go to sheet, and from here we will just reduce the size of donut chart, and here also we will just reduce this also. Go to dashboard. Okay, now we will do some quick formatting. So just double click on this, we'll choose it as 12, bold, and the color is this, apply. Okay, right click, format title, shading will be this. Similarly for this also we'll just choose shading this also will change the shading to this. Okay, and now we'll change the name, bold, apply. Okay, similarly this 12, bold, red, apply. Right, now just select this, right click, format. We will remove all these particular grid lines from here, zero lines as none and grid lines as none. Right, then right click here, click on format. We'll choose the font, this particular as W medium, and the alignment as left. Okay, so you want everything at left. Perfect. Alright, select this now, right click, format, go to borders, go to sheet, and here remove everything none. Then go to grid lines, say zero lines as none. Perfect. Okay, and just reduce it likewise. So just select here, go in this sheet, and in this labels we'll just choose this as 8. Okay, perfect. Correct. Now this we have to format this also. So just select this, and here just click on fit width. Okay, as soon as you do, the width will be fit over here properly, and now we will reduce likewise. Perfect. Alright, and increase it likewise. right? So here what I will do, I'll just click on edit alias, and instead of total, okay, total vehicles is fine. Right click here, click on alias, and we'll just click on percentage of total here. Okay, percentage of total, right? So the name, right? Now click here, right click here, click on format, and for this we will just choose it as Tableau medium for all these particular things. Similarly for this also we'll choose this as Tableau medium, and for values, right click, format, medium. Nice. Okay, now again we will right click here, click on format. Okay, in shading, what we will do, in shading I will just give here blue color. Okay, you can give any blue color. I will just show you what is the code, that is hashtag A0D1FF. Okay, similarly here also right click, click on format. Here also give shading, that is blue color. Got it? Perfect. Got it? Now we'll just reduce this size likewise. So this will be good. This will be also good. Perfect. Right. Now just select this first sheet and just click on this and select this entire container. Go to layout, and on background just select this particular shading, and this has 50%. Right. Now just select this and increase the padding to 6. Here as well, 6. Sorry, 6. Perfect. Alright guys, so in this way we have placed all of our charts over here, and now this particular we don't want here legends, and now this should be placed over here. So for that it has been placed over here. I will just click over here and click on floating. Okay, as soon as you do, and I will just bring it over here. Alright, so top in, then right click here, click on format parameters, and here you can see border is available. We'll just give the border as this color. Okay, that is gray color, right? And now here you can change. If you want to see top 5, you can see top 5. If you want to see top 8, you can see top 8, and you can see the name is also changing over here, right? Now we have to add the filters over here. So to add the filters, what I will do, just go to any sheet. Okay, so we have added the sheet filter, some of the filters over here already, right? So we added EV type and state. What else we have to add? Just let's see. So we have to have CFE eligibility as well, that is this field. Okay, so we'll just rename this to CAFE eligibility, or we'll just do it later. So just take it over here, add it over here, use all, apply, okay, right? Then we have to add electric vehicle type. We have already added, that is EV type. Then we have to add model, use all, okay. Then we have to add make. Just bring it over here. Make is already added. So what I will do now, I'll just right click over here, add everything to context. Okay, similarly, okay, so make we will not add because make is not required, so we will just use this 4 only. And just now what we have to do, we have to add all of these filters to all of these sheets. So right click here, and here you have an option called apply to worksheet, all using this data source. Okay, so you can see it is added over here, but here you can see not added, right? So for that I will do right click, click on apply to worksheet, and click on all using this data source. Similarly for this also, all using this data source, right click, all using this data source. Here also right click and all using this data source. And now here you can see all everywhere there's a filters are applied on all the sheets whichever are using this data source, right? Now come to our dashboard, and now here we will be applying here. So now here you can see these two states are again been brought because we just added an state filter for use all. Okay, use all means what, we have already excluded this, but when you are using use all, they will again show here. So for that what I will do, I will just go in state here. Okay, so right click here, and we'll just click on edit filter, and selected. We have used all, but we'll just use selected field. That is, we'll remove the AAK, that is Alaska, and HI, which is at the bottom, that is HI. So let's find HI also. We'll remove that. Okay, and remove this and just click on apply. Now you can see again the chart is as it is. And now come to our dashboard, and you can see it has been showing whatever we want to show in our dashboard. Now we want to bring all those filter over here. So for that, what I will do is just select this, go over here and go to filters and just click on first CAFE. You can see it has been present over here now. Then bring on EV type. Okay. Then bring model. Okay. Then you can bring state. Okay. So these are the four filters which we are going to bring in over here. Right. So for state, what I would recommend, if you want to click apply, we can see data source filter also, you can also do that. So I'll just right click over here, just click on edit data source filter. We'll add one more, that is for state. Okay, and we'll just remove this one, AK and HI. Okay, so AK and HI, these two filters. Okay, these two these two are selected right now. So we don't want this to be right. So other should be there and these two should be not there. So what we'll just do, we'll do exclude. We want to exclude this and we want all of this, right? So just click on OK and just click on OK. So those will be gone everywhere. So right now you can see those are not appearing over in filter also. So you initially you saw that it was appearing over here in filter. Now they are not appearing here, right? So now here I will just format this. I will just click here and you will just choose it as multiple value drop down. Here also click here and use it as multiple value drop down, and here also multiple value drop down list, as well as here multiple drop downs. Okay, so these are the all filters which we are going to use over here, but we want to give some space in between these filters. So for that we'll add blanks. Okay, just add blanks in between. Okay, just try to add blanks as much as you can. Okay, and now select any blank, select this entire container, select all of this and just click on distribute contents evenly. Okay, so you can see they are distributed evenly. If you want to remove, if you want to increase the space in between, just remove this. Automatically the space will be adjusted likewise. Okay, so this we don't want here because we want an image over here. So if you want to add an image over here, just take this image, place it over here at the top, or we'll place it in between here. Just release it. Sorry, not text, we want image over here. Just place it over here, then insert the image, choose here from downloads. I will choose, okay, this is the EV type image I will be choosing. Fit center image, apply. Okay, and then take this at top. Okay, so this is the image. All right, here also you can add the image. Okay, so I'll just add the space over here for us to add an image and just click on OK. Right, that the other image you can add it over here. So you can download it from Google and you can add it as a floating container. So that is not that much important for us. Okay, now next what we have to do is, when I I will just change this to, we'll just show this title of is to CFE. Just click on OK. Right, now when I click on this button, so it should be filtered, all the charts should be filtered with respect to that. Okay, so how you can do this, how you can add this quickly as a quick filter. So select this chart and here you have an option called as use as filter. Just select this. Okay, so as soon as you do, it will be filled with white color. And now when I click on Tesla, you can see all the charts are filtered. Now let's see, when I click on Tesla, what are the insights that can be generated. So when I select Tesla, this entire charts are now available for Tesla. So here you can see the average electric range for Tesla car, it is 90. Total vehicles are how many? 68,000. The same value here also you can see, right? And if you can notice here, all the Tesla vehicles are BEV, right? We also know that all the Tesla vehicles and the insight which can be generated from here, all the Tesla vehicles are battery electric vehicles. They do not use hybrid, right? You can see all of 100% of those are BEV, right? And here you can see how the growth of Tesla has been done. You can see from 2011 they were almost zero, and then year by year they are been increasing, and right now they are at the top position. Also for CAFE eligibility, you can see here for Tesla it is 37% eligible are there, and CAFE is unknown for 62%. Means what? Research is still going on, and this percentage might change and this might increase, right? Means people will adopt and it will be fitting in the government norms. Similarly, you can see the total vehicle models for Tesla. All these are the total vehicle models, and all the TEV type, you can see all of them are BEV, and you can see what are the total number of vehicles sold. So out of Tesla model, you can see only in Tesla 41% is contributed by Model Y, Model 3 contributes 40%, Model X 7%, Model S is 11%, right? So this is the only we can say uh, generated, or we can say only insight generated by Tesla. So if you want to see by Nissan, okay, so when I click on Nissan, so Nissan is also 100% electric, right? You can see zero PHEV, right? And there are two models for Nissan, and you can see their journey started from 2011, but it was very much of up and down. Getting or not? Similar, if you want to see for Chevrolet, okay. So now when I see on Chevrolet, you can see they work on both BEV and PHEV also. 7,000 vehicles are BEV, 4,890 vehicles are PHEV. That is 60% and 40% share is there. Right here you can see. You can see which particular model is PHEV. You can see Volt model of Chevrolet is a PHEV model, and it contributes to 40% of entire Chevrolet sales. And you can see their eligibility and their pattern also, how they are working. Right. If you want to see for Volkswagen, so let's see for Volkswagen. Right. So now Volkswagen is also completely electrical. Right. Similarly, let's see for BMW. Okay, so if we can see for BMW have highest share of EHV, that is hybrid. They are 72% hybrid and only 28% they are electric. And you can see these are this particular BHEV and PHEV BMW cars, that is X3, 740e, i4. Likewise, you can generate so many insights if you want to see which models are eligible. Okay, so when I click on eligible models, okay, now it is not filtered out. So what you have to do, you have to just check this, and now when I click here, now everything will be filtered out, right? So you can see these are the models out of which you can see Model 3 of Tesla is contributing to 22%, which is approved model from CFE. Getting or not? And you can see again, if I see Tesla is the most accepted, Nissan is the second. Getting or not? So likewise, the insight should be generated by operating different filters. So similar, this also you can just check this, and you can see right now you can see for this also, right? Similarly, if you want to see for my model year also, you just click here, and let's say you want to see for 2022. So just select 2022 year, and you can see for entire 2022 year how it is performing. Let's see for 2023 you want to see. So in 2023, you can see all these total vehicles. Okay, so this should be here, right? So it should be here at this. So total vehicles, then electric range, BEV vehicles, and all those things. Getting it? So likewise, the insight can be generated, and you can give the different insights to business, and different decisions can be taken. All right. So this was our entire project and entire dashboard. I hope you have understood most of the things. And if you have any doubt, you can reach out to me on email ID or my WhatsApp number mentioned in the description. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.